touch. They surround him.
4 guys on him.
They want to stay at home, I think. You can't give up these open looks.
Offensive rebound. Edey tosses it in, and the foul. So a chance at a three-point play. Chucky Hepburn back in the game for Wisconsin.
Dribble handoff.
The jumper, Smith. Edey tried to guide it, and a foul called underneath. Look, rebound, Gillis.
I like it. Get him going. Nice. Look at this. Say goodnight.
Edey, good night. The banker goes, and a foul.
Wow. Right away, they get a good look to get low.
For Stephen Crowell, Eastview High School in Minnesota.
No doubt where they're going every trip now.
Baby hook doesn't go for Edey.
To your point, though, no force by Crowell, right? For Purdue. I know the drop coverage is giving open looks.
Smith, head fake.
Look at this.
Inside, too easy.
And great seal inside. Crowd couldn't do too much right there. Once again,
in for Wisconsin, the big. And so is Kamari McGee.
Smith got the message every time down.
Edey
to the big fella.
12 points for Zach Edey. He is host.
I would dig a little bit.
Edey against Crowell. Back in, jump hook. He's got it. Zach Edey, the all-time leading scorer in Purdue basketball.
Louis Conisek used to say that. I think Will Berg is a big guy. We'll see him next year. How about this either hand?
Missed it with a left. Follows with both as he punches it down.
It plus Gillis, so they got people, if they double, that they can find. That repost has been tough.
Edey short on the jump hook.
And great job by Crowell right there, forcing him to his left.
He has not used a counter whatsoever all game.
Smith using the double screen out front, feed it. Edey, layup, good, and a foul.
Spin in the area. What a find.
Well, what a.
Smith turning the corner, accelerating to the rim. Edey there to clean it up.
Wow, looked like Hall and Cooper got their feet tangled up. Both ended up on the floor. And
Boston ran the screen. Here's Edey. Working against Carson Cooper. Such a tough cover one-on-one.
I tell you, man, he has got that left arm to create.
Smith dropping it off to Edey. Walker swarming inside. They're going to count that bucket, and Tyson Walker with the foul.
Well, I mean, been able to get that off the glass in time.
Gillis right back to the post. Edey, the hook, a little strong against Kohler.
Like it was on the ball of his hand, Kevin. Did it look weird?
Yep.
That I thought. Sissoko's not much of a post scorer, but you got to give him an opportunity every now and then.
Kohler flashing in front to try to steal it, but once it got to Edey, it was all but done. Defense.
Boy, that's a miscommunication. Hall thought Cooper was going to keep the basketball. Wow.
Good defense all the way around by Carson Cooper on that possession. Well, head and shoulder fake. A minute to go first half. Edey, one-on-one against Cooper, and that's too easy for Edey.
And you know what? Cooper did exactly what he had to do, but
2 of 3 from 3. Just 1 of 7 from 2. Edey, much better percentage from 2.
He did a great job of taking Cooper down and then sealing. So Jay Dakins needs that. He needs that confidence from his coach.
Greg Kaufman-Renn trying to dislodge Malik Hall, and Edey there to clean up the short shot. Bogart just had that Zach Edey will get his 62nd career double-double today. He's got 19 points and 9 rebounds. He has 21 points and 9 rebounds.
That floor spacing right there allows Edey plenty of. He's the post player that can provide the most offense, in my opinion, for the Spartans.
If he can stay on the floor with those 3 fouls already. Good post defense there by Kohler. Edey again. Double team digs down from Hall. Strong on the shot. Strong rebound. Sissoko, the tie-up.
3 minutes with him in the tunnel off the arena before the locker room entrance. He did not immediately go into the Purdue training room. Tried to walk off the injury. The good news, he was actually walking on his own power.
Pretty good here.
Edey getting deep against Sissoko, but he cannot finish down there and out of bounds to Purdue.
Malik Hall took position, just didn't finish.
Martin's just 37% from the floor. Purdue at 40%. Edey able to get that one to die. Fall.
Even with that make, though.
Gillis inside Edey. Turns to the rim for two and a 5-point game.
Great job navigating two defenders, did Zach Edey there.
They're going to need him to slow down this Purdue perimeter.
Purdue is the second best three-point shooting team in the country. Zach Edey, short range, no dice, and the rebound for Chucky Hepburn.
For Wisconsin, you get decision. Good to see him come in here and make a shot early.
Mason Gillis, the most efficient offensive player in the country by Ken Palm, misses. Edey could not finish, and this is going to be out of bounds.
Yes.
Edey, brace for impact. Two and a foul.
He started going to some of this one.
Be a handoff to him, and he wasn't able to take the ball, so Ethan Morton sprays a three, and then Edey smashes it down. Edey goes to work and scores. Crowell has two fouls.
And Purdue is as good as any.
Breaks. Hoffman-Renn, by the way, on the bench with 3 fouls. Gillis starting the second half. Edey turns and fires. No. It's supposed to go in on senior day.
It's supposed to get all the rolls.
There you were in the front seat of the car coming from Xavier, looking at Synergy yesterday, and that's what we get out of it. Here's Edey going to work. Trying to hype up the crowd while he's at it. Already 6.5 for Wall, who had to pry himself off the ground recently. That's the third on Crowell. And it's 2 and a foul for Edey. Right back into him. Knocked out of his hand, into the corner, right back on the reload. Edey with a big step, and it tangled off. He tries to paw at the rebound, and now Gillis over the top. Nice entry, starts the wheel moving. Edey a one-handed grab and a one-handed miss, and it's spiked out of bounds to Wisconsin.
That was a really nice lining right to the rim.
A legacy Big Ten player, his father, former Illinois Fighting Illini. Hepburn came to help. He was late.
Yeah, that's just unguardable for Nolan Winter. Not many guys that are getting his shot.
And now Jones just puts it up in the air. He's hanging on the rim, and he missed it. It's a smart pass. 7 or 8 you need at least.
No, I thought you needed double-digit field goal attempts for Crowell. Good shoulder shimmy there by Edey. Didn't go, but
going to get a push, an undefeated Mackey Arena season. Smith poking his way, a bounce pass into Edey, who corrals it and wrangles two.
If you're Stephen Crowell, you just got to tip your cap.
Jones thought about it. Leave it. Smith inside. Edey crowded. Edey trying to force it.
Matt Painter talking to Jeffrey Ant.
Anybody in the country, nearly 10 per game. Get it back to the big man, working on Hawkins, and he floats it up and in.
Well, you let him get to that left shoulder, and when he's got you deep, I mean, send prayers up.
That's right.
Because
in his opinion.
Transition will be key. Matt Painter really preached to his team, keeping Illinois out, and then you can just dump it down and let Edey go to work. Big time flush.
That's the
Thrown back. That's okay. You got to challenge the big fella.
But don't you feel like a lot of players, they see someone like an Edey and they think, man, I can't get my shot blocked.
I think you're right, Robbie.
There's an intimidation factor that goes into it. That effort play to keep it alive, and he gets the open look from the top of the key.
Edey can't hit.
Boy, great look, though, and Edey's getting the ball now.
Well, they're going to go to Nicolo Moretti, redshirt freshman guard, in his place. Edey inside, and that's just too pretty.
He's so deep, Steve. And he's catching that thing almost to the charge arc. And what's Coleman hiding? His size, his physicality. He can match up with some of these bigger Illinois guards.
Deep touch, too deep. Zach Edey rocks the rim.
It's all about where he's catching that thing, Steve.
I'm telling you.
So,
albeit a little while ago.
Meanwhile, Damask, so crafty, slips his way in for 2 more. Edey doubled on the catch. Guerrier holds his ground, and Edey misses. It looks like he has similar hair.
Same hair, same barber.
Smith, nice recovery by Rogers. Smith a little bit of trouble. Edey spins and scores.
He's taking his time using his footwork, and he's taking that fadeaway at the Big Ten logo.
Smith bounced it perfectly delivered for Edey.
spacing.
Still an 8-point lead, 4.5 to play in the first half. We've barely seen Terrence Shannon because of foul trouble. He's got 2 early ones. Inside for Edey, and that's too easy right over Coleman Hawkins.
Well, you're talking about it. Purdue is doing so good at getting him by himself.
What a play. Beautiful lob inside, and Edey with the easy slam.
And they've been running that play for 3 years, and I swear it works almost.
And back to the bench to avoid that 3rd foul. 6 seconds left. Edey's in there, working on danger, and Edey gets it to go. 2 seconds left. They get it in. Guerrier fires. Post touch. Edey against Hawkins. Just bodies him up. Can't hit. Oh, the tip in. Kaufman-Renn counted and a foul. Guerrier spins. Kaufman-Renn can't make it home. Edey couldn't tip it through.
2 good opportunities. Kaufman-Renn to his right, Edey at the rim.
Damask. Oh, had to take it away.
Denied. The 4 players from these 2 teams have been tremendous.
Edey and Gillis in there for Purdue, and Edey with 2 more on the board.
Coleman Hawkins is going to sleep well tonight. This dude is just
put it on the deck to get to his move. So Edey changing things up a little bit.
They go right back to the well, and he continues to produce.
Just too big. Too big, too skilled. And if you're not underneath him in that position, you're going to get called for the foul every time.
Edey working with 22, give him 24.
That is a big-time move right there. Just that 1-2.
Go-to man, the reigning National Player of the Year. Back to Edey on Hansberry. Oh, it's blocked. Harmon got a hand on it. Here comes Hawkins the other way.
It maybe being a 90-point game between the 2 has settled back into a Big Ten grudge match.
Edey can't finish.
Talk about the way that Purdue has handled Terrence Shannon. You want to expound on that after this?
Edey just add 2 more to the tally.
Well, just the fact that they've kept Shannon out of transition, and certainly
Edey, 1-on-1. Hawkins holds his ground. Edey can't score.
I tell you what.
In their win over the Badgers, and he is coming up huge against the number 3 team in the country. Inside, Edey can't make it home. The help from Shannon.
Edey's had some good looks at the rim. And
foul trouble. This is going to be a tough matchup for Jackson Boulder inside. You can't even see him behind Jack Edey.
Thomas has said, get low, and that's easier said than done. Edey over the top.
Hands are active and can get some deflections.
From the middle of the lane, Smith to Edey. He missed it. Top angle, and he smacks it out top for Lawyer, who had a notion. Kaufman-Renn, hands all over the place. Edey had it taken away. He thought he was fouled. So do 14,000. Just by itself.
Well, I was going to leave that one alone.
Right. You have no choice.
Edey, okay, you said it first. Good move.
To go anyway. Soft touch for Edey.
And that's a part of his improvement. Middle pick and roll with Zach Edey getting to a spot, but that's excellent defense by Tyson Walker. But what can you do about that?
A second chance there to feed it into Edey, and he missed. He was a Steelers draft pick.
Yeah, I know.
In the late 50s.
How about that? Football player turned Hall of Fame basketball coach. And speaking about Hall of Fame, future college Hall of Fame thing. You know, Zach Edey. He's going to play him more on the perimeter, pick and pop.
That was a rifle by Gillis into Edey, who spins out of the double and absolutely creates a catastrophe.
In 5 of the last 7 games, so trying to find this offense has been a challenge. And on the road, you really need it, especially when you got a big fella inside scoring like that at the rim.
I mean, that was Andre the Giant. We're very proud of.
Well, he can't fit in the space shuttle. I tell you that now. That's not going to work.
Well, that's what you have to do. You have to build a new space shuttle. Edey goes down to the deck as he misses, and Hogarth. Then Jones comes up with some space, and a back tap by Edey just wanded back in.
That's a me or to the order?
It looks like. I mean, that whole sideline looks like we're a couple weeks short. Edey, 2 and a foul, turning a big corner. Purdue just waiting for that shot to show up. Edey turns, fires, and rims it out. Gillis, Edey juggling, scoring
Myself too. Michigan State right now is -3 from the line. 19 attempts for Purdue because of Zach Edey. Travis got away with it.
He did. He picked up that foot. Nobody whistled it. Edey's down.
That changes the narrative, but this team is determined. Win the regular season Big Ten. Beautiful pass by. That's a beautiful. Give us inside.
Demand. Lawyer will put up a 3, and his shot has been struggling, and Edey wrestles down the loose one. And picked up with the Wolverines the other way. You know, it's first personal foul. Lawyer again. Kaufman ran and into Edey. This is over Reed. And Cheddar was trying to get the ball for the Wolverines. In fact, the biggest in 17 years. Kaufman ran on top. Edey is inside. Reed is on him.
I mean, there's just very little you could.
Smith, Kaufman ran, got by McDaniel, and Edey there to flush.
Kaufman ran a great job in the mismatch against McDaniel. McDaniel only 5'11", ran 6'8".
A move here by Brady Smith. Braden gets it inside. Edey is there. Off the glass. Rebound pulled down by Williams.
And Edey is Bay.
Edey a high screen. They get the switch. Braden Smith will find Edey underneath, and there's no stopping a man that big at 7'4".
Particularly when he can get a pass.
Is at 7, the biggest this afternoon. It's Edey and Cheddar.
There's just nothing Cheddar can do. I mean, that was a really nice job. Michigan is in his zone, but
Edey again inside. When he gets that kind of position, there is no stopping the reigning college player of the year.
Kevin, no, there's not, but again, Purdue.
Chris Collins and his team. Another good job. Edey inside, Cheddar defends, gathering himself, and that's the result. 13 for Edey. He's up by Heidi. Jones thinking 3. Smith, Jones. And the Boilermakers get into the big man, Edey, and it will crawl in 15 points. This game, I mean, rarely do you see a player gasping for air like that. With a 3, Smith, Edey cleans it up, puts it in, fouled on the play.
Just about the same.
About the same, just a split second different. Gillis, Edey, Howard defends. And he got steamrolled by Edey.
Now that could have been a turnover.
Smith, Edey, 21, and he's got 9 rebounds, and he averages 23. Heidi goes down low. Edey has got it, a little bit outside, but leans in nicely and gets the foul and count the 2. Reed faithful in full throat. The closest it's been this half. Edey. Cheddar tried to stop him.
Cheddar's got those 4 fouls.
Will curl. Working under that basket. So Steve Nash always did at Santa Clara. Inside Edey. They cannot stop him. Free from outside. Good close. Cheddar. Edey there. Grabs it. Puts it down. Count it. 28 points for Zach Edey. Smith. Lawyer. Edey. Robust move in the paint. Rebound by Reed.
Here is Braden Smith with the ball in his hands through Lawyer, who has not shot it well recently. Zach Edey against Cliff Amore all night long. Andre Hyatt pounded some minds.
Well, their physicality, the way they turn you over, the fact that they can get to the rim, it bothers Purdue. And there's a nice play there by Fletcher Lawyer. We've got to find a way to get him going. Coming up.
Edey. He thought he got fouled. So did the crowd.
It came off his hand. He was fortunate.
Here comes Smith again. Uh-oh, Edey mashes the rim.
It doesn't matter what defense Rutgers has wanted to play. Maybe he is going up and tearing the rim off.
Edey offensive rebound. Right back up and a smash.
Right, for as well as Rutgers next season, you've got some young guys that can really play.
Yeah, so far tonight, though, the price has been very wrong. Edey for 2.
Well, it's a blow-by on the drive. It's no one on the defensive glass.
Well, that's why they were within one at 22-21 early, was the turnovers that Purdue had given up as Edey puts it in.
It's another possession where you're just become the last 5 years.
Even different than when you played him.
And it was really good, but it wasn't what it is now.
Edey for 2 and a foul, and he is amped.
Who's going to go out and guard him?
Dropped about 20 pounds from last year. Lawyer to the basket, high off the glass, no good. Edey puts it back. That's his second rebound. He gets his bucket. Yeah, the hands against Alfaro. Jones, 1 for 7 so far from the floor. There's a good post up. Very quick pass, two-handed jab. That's knowing your teammate. Yeah, it's knowing your teammate and also. They go back to Edey, low post. It's the double team. Let's see who goes to get him. 2 on the shot clock. Can't finish it. And Thornton with the rebound. We got bodies. Yeah, but that jump hook was about 8 feet. It's not going to be the last record that he breaks for Purdue either. Not going to be the last rebound he gets either. Inside off the glass, and you can see how deep he gets. Yes. Then it's over if he can really get to. Against Ohio State. They go to Edey. Edey, hook shot. That's what you talked about before. A little closer inside the logo. And he's very patient to get there. Exactly what he was going to do. He was going to the floor. Watch, they'll float Edey back to the middle of the floor like this and finish. Forget about it. 4 for their last 4 on field goals, and that's the easiest of the 4. Now switch back. Yep. Here's Jones right to the cup. He can't do it, but it's finished up by Edey. One thing that Edey does very well, too, Tom, is he tracks the basketball. Keeps an eye on it and never quits. Smith leans. Smith off the side of the rim. Edey with the rebound. Edey put back no good. Smith tries it. Everybody's trying it. You see why Smith is a pretty good rebound. Yes. Which Matt Painter did tell us that they may do that. Put him on the 4s. There we go. Bang. Blocked away, Mahaffey. 20-point games this year for the sophomore Bruce Thornton. Edey to the basket. Didn't have the angle, but the cleanup was there. Count the bucket. Kaufman, Wren. And Gillis cutting to the basket. Got some separation. Whoa. He missed the bunny. But Edey's there to clean it on up. So 69-67. Full court.
And we welcome after playing in the NBA with the Lakers. Cam Heidi, a little bully ball. There's Edey. Blocked by Pharrell Payne. Now they say it's clean, and it will stay with Purdue. This is such a different team than it was a year ago. Edey, long hook. Kaufman Wren is able to create some trouble in there and draw the change that right now. I think they are going to bring in Braden Carrington. Zach Edey on the offensive glass, but missing the hook. Seeing a little frustrated. You saw Garcia on the bench with those 3 fouls. Right into Edey. And again, it's Payne with pretty good defense.
He really matched Edey's physicality.
19-3 Minnesota run right now. Edey trying to change that. He does.
Well, look at where he got Pharrell Payne there.
It's a score in the conference at over 11 a game, and right now Christie has 13. Here's Edey. Knows what to do with that.
Well, the hedge there has got to impact Braden Smith just a bit more. It never bothered him.
3 years of age. Edey. Turns back in front.
He seals Fox up that lane. Again, it was the case with the Gillis 3.
They leave Morton. He finds Edey. Good decision.
It's a really good pass there from Ethan Morton. And Minnesota going to let him.
He's got 4 fouls. And Purdue goes right in there to Edey. And Edey scores it over Payne.
You know that Payne is going to be incredibly cautious about picking up that
Minnesota, their captain, their leader. Gillis can't answer it. Smith with a rebound. Edey trying to pinball it around, but Payne takes it.
Edey could have gotten it over the back there. thought Lawyer could have fired that one in.
Well, Edey got it himself, but then blocked, and we head the other way. Was he had tasted the NCAA tournament. Gillis fakes it. Edey, deep post touch, puts it home.
But the pass by Gillis is so good. It's just rifled in there.
When Trey Galloway missed 2 in a row. Edey missed it off the window. And Minnesota with a rebound.
Team down to him with all the movement offensively by Purdue.
And folks, keep your eye on number 55 for Purdue as Edey misses his first shot. Lance Jones is off the side rim. Catch up and in. Looks like they'll give it to Edey. Trey Kaufman-Renn also in on that. Just one day this week, but he's on the floor tonight. Edey, jump hook with the right hand, off the heel and the bounce. He's got touch in there.
And you saw to Indiana.
He's got a really nice mid-range game now. Dumps it down to Edey. Couldn't get his shoulder square. Remember with a rebound.
Well, Khalil Ware, because of his size, he's influenced a couple of his 25 points came when they needed it the most.
Here's Edey. Draws a triple team. Jump hook. Left hand, no. Khalil Ware with the rebound. Ware with only 5 points to last. And Indiana back on D. Morton in now. Here's Big Z. Across the lane. Big hop off the glass softly and in. Uses the screen. Pulls up. 14-footer. Short. Edey with a rebound. Two-hand jam. For the big man. He's got 12 and 8. Smith, always in attack mode, finds Edey. Well defended that time by IU.
You can entice Zach Edey out of the paint a little bit more, be able to get some easy baskets inside.
Edey, jump hook on the baseline side, no. Recently, offensively, Lawyer hangs in the air, no. Edey with a rebound and stick.
What do you do, man? If you get beat off your initial defensive thrust, a lot more to be excited about if you're a women's hoop fan.
Here's Edey. And a whistle. It's Zach Edey, guarded by Ware. Edey a 3. Who says I can't hit threes? What? Edey, great position. How simple. Well, can it get?
Get to that left shoulder. I said it's at the man right now.
I thought it was very interesting when I talked to Lance yesterday inside. Adam rejected Edey's shot. And he told me how he was recruited by out of Southern Illinois. He was like, well, one of the coaches DM'd me. I was like, what's DM?
Come on, man. Seriously.
Never done it once.
Come on, man.
DM.
I know you're a little...
Leading 6th rated Wisconsin. Gillis, dump it down low. Single coverage, Edey, too easy.
Shoots it down once he loads up in there.
All of their scoring has come from the starters. Edey in a crowd. Repost.
Nice pass.
Edey, left hand. They got a piece. And the ball popped to the outside, controlled by... He controls tempo.
Once again, you're going to get that shot. One more dribble, he had the jumper.
Edey. The hook. No. The rebound. Dump it inside. Edey.
Likes to get to that sweet spot.
Edey. Rims out. Rebounded by Crowell.
They took away the left shoulder. Around, you can get some good things.
Bullet feed. Edey takes it off the glass and in for Zach Edey.
Smith with the hit the high post and cut.
Badgers are now 3 of 11 from downtown.
Look at this alley-oop.
Oh, it's Edey upstairs. Tyrannosaurus.
Best teams, no question about it. Purdue, so many areas you try and take away. They got three-point shooters. That guy loading up. Very impossible to defend.
About it, defended by Wall. Dump it down low. Edey, ball fake. Edey, left hand, short. Offensive rebound. Swing it. Lawyer, the blow by. 4-point game with Purdue in front. Smith. Fake it. Now Edey turns. Missed it on the flip. Rebound. Wisconsin's Winter.
Baptism of fire with that pivot foot.
Smith drives in. Baker slammed down. Oh, sack attack.
You give him an assist?
No.
Oh, no.
Now it's Jones. Edey one-on-one against Winter. Short, shooting down on the rim. And the rebound of Blackwell for Wisconsin. Madison, Purdue with possession, up by 4. Dump it in for Edey.
He's got Storr back on the lines to get some there. That's tough. Not much you can do unless somebody digs and grabs the ball from the top. Whoa, right away.
Lawyer gets it in. Ahead. Edey slams it down.
One way of closing the door.
Smith, Nicholson chasing him out. That leaves Edey alone against Barnheiser.
Defense, and now you look at this group that they have shot the ball so well in a more offensive-oriented group.
Right, what ball movement by Purdue to swing it around and get it to a wide-open Zach Edey.
Coming up.
Into Edey, working against Preston inside. Good defense
there, and Barnheiser really did the job from behind.
This is a tough team to play in a tougher building. It's a one-point game in the second half. Here's Edey to work inside, and the hook through contact with Blake Preston drops.
That easily could have been a foul right there.
On that right side of the lane, the entry to the left side, and Edey back to Gillis. Reposting is Edey. No post trap, one-on-one, and that shot pinballs out to Northwestern.
Boy, and that's what you will take.
Jones will turn the corner. Floats it over everyone. Edey there to clean it up.
He just wears you out. You know, every time having to block out. It's one of those things as of late.
Jones all the way to the rim. Can't get it to go. The tip by Edey won't go. Everybody jumping for that basketball, and it ends up in the hands of Boone.
Boy, and Northwestern, for the most part, has survived.
Gillis to Lance Jones, all Valley. All defensive team as well in the Valley. Edey inside against Nicholson with that left hand.
Well done by Purdue because they gave Zach Edey so much space.
Smith will turn all the way in. The follow flush to tie it at 78. Smith working against Barry. Bouncing to Edey. Hunger all over and count the bucket. And the foul. Purdue leads. Ellis wants it to get to Edey. One-on-one against Preston. Edey forcing it up and hits the roll.
That's the risk you take.
Nicholson fouled out before the end of regulation. A minute gone in overtime. Smith to Edey for 2+1.
The leg of Morton, and that's why he ends up spraining that ankle.
See if they go at it. Barry goes down. Inside to Edey. A laser pass for Braden Smith. Shot for Northwestern.
This ball needs to go inside.
There goes Edey on the roll. Smith.
Shot clock at 4. That's the guy you want to have it. Can't get it to fall. And it's rebounded by Austin Williams. Great pass inside. Edey forces it up. That's quality defense by Clifford Amore there.
2 straight possessions. They've got to make something against Purdue today.
That jump hook doesn't fall. Edey on the offensive glass. And Amore just has to give that one up. It does.
Yes, too valuable to what they're doing.
At a 9-0 run, but Purdue has answered with 4 straight. And here's Edey working inside, solo, right over Amore.
Yeah, Amore saying that he actually used his off arm to manage to be able to attack the basket. And that's exactly what he did there.
Edey corrals a low pass, now is doubled. Wills that one up there. Amore clears.
I've not seen anyone
officiate. It means a lot to the home team. Edey Oh, yes, and a foul. He stayed with it. His strength was the key there. He really didn't have control of the ball. In gold.
He certainly has.
Smith for Edey. And they're going to get a foul to go with it. Count it.
Make shots both off the dribble and when he has catch and shoots.
Well, sometimes when you will one in, it helps you later on. Edey backs in, slams it home. He got position and used his leverage big time. Edey with the little jump hook. Too easy.
Yeah, Clifford Moore has allowed him to get comfortable now. Early in the first half, he was really walling up on that shot and forcing Zach Edey to take more of a fall away.
Yeah, that's where you got to go. He may have gotten away with steps, but that's where the ball has got to go. They're going to get the foul and giving the hoop. They are going to grant him the basket. So the hoop with the harm.
Where they hang their hats, so they've got to get a stop here. But I'd like to see Zach Edey get a touch on this possession.
He got it with authority.
The ball. They want to force them out of the paint, do their work early on the defensive end. Here it is, another kind of longer touch for Edey, and he leaves it a little too strong as Kaufman-Renn couldn't claim it, and Michigan gets the stop. Certainly experienced, 24 years old, as a transfer coming from Princeton. Get it inside, Edey with another post touch, can't finish, and a rebound batted around and secured by Williams.
Terrace Reed has continued the last 3 games, just 27% from the field.
Only 38 on the year. Inside, Edey floats it short.
And that's just Terrace Reed doing his work early. Edey has caught that a good foot or two.
You see that on social media with the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" in the background. And now Lawyer can't even hit the free throw. That's one way to put an end to the spell. Zach Edey, his first bucket in emphatic fashion. A little behind Lawyer, 5 to shoot. Gave up his dribble. Dump it. Edey, floater, in and out. Kaufman-Renn hits the deck. 5 on 4. Michigan hurt his first half. Michigan back within 11. Jones to Lawyer. Inside. Edey. The strength. Had it blocked. Reed got a hand in the cookie jar.
That's a real physical play down there.
Creates some separation. Whip it. Corner. Gillis. Inside. Edey working on Kamlar. And that's just too easy.
Well, that was really good by Zach Edey, though. He's kind of read the defense, the ball.
Love Mackey is rolling. Smith gets it in. Edey had to go and get it. Couldn't put it in. Reed has done a good job defensively on Edey. Just 6 points in Boban.
Yeah, seriously. That's like his size comparison.
Edey with a post touch. Can't finish. Another nice job by Reed, but Edey's right there to clean it up.
I mean, what else do you want Terrace Reed to do? It was really good defense for it.
Great pass. Smith to Lawyer. Can't finish. Rebound tipped around. Edey back. Oh, wow. Zach Edey, watch your head. Just before you think about March, you've got to appreciate what they're doing right now on the brink of going to 18-2 for the 2nd straight year, and Edey with an easy deuce.
Just see what Matt Painter has built this one. They had Heidi on that backside again. It wasn't a tough pass, but he's an active cutter.
Instead, it's Edey.
That's a good option, too.
Silky smooth.
Purdue turnover. You can tell the intensity early from the Hawkeyes is there. Down inside, Edey couldn't get it, got it back. Around the arc, Lawyer, so good with a shot fake. And then he's able to find Jones, but in and out, there's Edey on the putback.
It's going to be the game. And if Iowa can't rebound on the defensive glass, it's going to be.
Edey, deep post touch. And he puts it home.
It's just nothing you can do. These post feeds from the top are going to make it really hard. Lawyer doing a pretty nice job there, just staying in that play and getting a quality contest.
Smith over the top to Zach Edey.
Boy, it's such a tough action because Mason Gillis has shot the ball so well. He's raising behind.
Back into the big fella. This time no good. Gillis came in to grab it, and he got pushed. And that's a foul on Ben Krikke.
We're doing a little zone here.
And Purdue goes with a high-low, big-to-big action.
The execution there, just getting to that high-low, and that's what Purdue's been looking for.
Offensive board. Looking for Edey. There he is. What a feed. Credit that to Braden Smith.
That real deep pick and roll is...
Iowa gets away with it. And then Gillis. He stole it right back. And he finds Braden Smith, who lobs for Edey.
The interior passing by Purdue on display right there. How about the arm of Trey Coffin-Red?
Just the first personal on Perkins. Edey, great position. Count the bucket and the foul. And if that is on Owen. Smith over the top, dangerous, but it got there, and Edey does the rest.
I'm telling you, so many point guards would panic when they have picked up their dribble, but Braden...
Out of the inbounds pass, Edey got a wide open look. Edey back in the game. Oh, he missed the dunk, but he was able to tap it back. Purdue keeps it. Remember, Edey playing with 3 fouls.
He won those battles off the bounce.
20 now for Perkins. Edey, great position, 2-hand flush.
I think Purdue is as good as any team in the country at middle post-up feet.
Out of the double team, around the arc to Lawyer. And back in, Edey gets 2 more.
Purdue knows where their bread is buttered. I think Braden Smith could have taken that 3. I think Fletcher Lawyer could have taken that 3. But
shot clock inside 10. Edey, 2 defenders there. Left it short. And the rebound to Freeman.
He stepped through that double, but Iowa had multiple bodies, and Edey just...
Shot for Mbako. He's been shooting lights out in Big Ten play.
Smith get it inside. Edey coming off a 30-20 game, and he continues with his momentum.
One-on-one coverage down there. Zach Edey going right.
5-2 early lead for the Hoosiers. Jones inside. Edey doubled. Edey hooks it too strong.
I think Trey Galloway, you're going to go double team. That game against Minnesota proved that he can make jumpers from the perimeter. Really help off him and make him make shots.
Edey has it blocked. Ware meets him at the summit. Cups the other way. Edey double comes. Working on Ware. Kick out. Lawyer. Shot fake. Back to Edey. Just using the size.
Good repost right there by Zach Edey. And you see just how Khalil Ware gets
through the ball. 47% from the floor this season, but just 27 from 3. That's been an area of concern after he shot 46% last season. Edey, plenty of attention. Can't get it to go.
Good contest right there by he sees that. He's going to call that every time.
Important, though, it's the 16th foul already. So 1-1 coming from this point on. And Edey trying to overpower Sparks. Nice job defensively by the transfer.
Just hung in there. His teammates this year as well.
Smith up and under. No. Oh, Edey the follow. He rips down the rim.
Just no block out there. He caught ball watching on the Braden Smith drive.
Badly needed an easy bucket. Get it back to 11. Pressure from Renew now on Edey. Rips it away. Edey gets it back. Hooks it up and in.
The composure right there. Good hands by Renew.
Oh, and to get it back to 10. And now the crowd a little bit more involved. Edey, the touch. Lost it on the way up. Oh, he regathers.
That's twice where Renew has bothered. There's 10 cameras filming this game tonight. This isn't a high school game. They can go back and look. It just doesn't make sense.
Re-entry, and Sparks again gets the stop on Edey.
Well, Zach Edey goes off 1 foot.
Can they make a little bit of a run there to end this first half? Bounce it, Edey, great entry, great finish.
It's just a grown man move over a really good shot blocker there. Once again,
Gillis on the outside. 9 to shoot now for Edey. Push it up, too strong. Rebound, Gillis, it's what he does best.
Mason Gillis just fly.
Jones with a 5 for Purdue. So Coffin-Red stays on the bench. Now Edey on the back down and can't get it to go.
It's a win to get him to go right shoulder. You get him with that left hand. He can in that spin move and making an individual play.
Smith enter. Edey on Ware with the 3 fouls. He gets the stop. Renew running. Galloway all the way. Banging bodies with Cup. Get it inside for Edey. Oh, that's just perfect touch.
That's just big-time player doing a big-time play. It's pretty good defense from Khalil Wick.
Half the shot clock gone for Smith. Get it inside of the no-look feed. And Edey working on Ware.
When he goes off 1 foot, it's just not nearly as effective as when he squares up on 2 shots from the perimeter.
LeBron James called him the best shooter in his class for a reason, as Edey gets the easiest one of the day.
When Indiana gets a little bit extended, they go for the gamble.
Outside, Jones, inside, Edey, 15 to shoot. Edey on the back down. On where? Puts it up. No. Rebound. Going the other way.
But if you're Purdue, you'll take that.
To him. Now he does on the lob. Double team comes. Back to Morton. The ball fake. Put it on the deck. Edey, 5 to shoot. Puts it up. No. Rebound. Kaufman-Renn. And a second chance for Purdue.
Morton, at least for himself, but as he progresses, he'll be able to make some plays for other people as well.
Edey on where?
Look at the space he's got.
He is too strong.
Purdue's got to get a stop here. Bucket to get this crowd back in the game. Purdue's just throwing this thing inside every time.
And Edey can't cash in. Up ahead, Xavier Johnson. Jones. Hook it in. Edey lost it. Got it back. Too easy.
It's grown man basketball. They're just throwing it in.
8th win of the season.
The crazy thing is that Indiana's made 2 more threes than what they average on the year. It feels like they've just made almost nothing.
That's a perfect feed. The chemistry between Smith and Edey on full display.
Inches, that is the best on the team.
Purdue's got to get this into Zach. Faber Ira is falling down all over the place.
And Edey takes advantage, throws down the dunk for his first 2.
Between Morton and Edey, and you had Leo O'Boyle, who is a three-point shooter, all by himself, top of the key.
And now O'Boyle following Edey, and Edey gets the hoop. So, and not based on any hopes of getting back at you.
I mean, it was strategic.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure you don't see it as a vendetta. Edey throwing down the jam.
7-4 running the floor like that. Oh, this is a tough matchup for him today, but I think Qudus Wahab needs more touches in the post.
Here's Lawyer, leaving it for Edey.
Wahab just kind of whiffed on that play. You've got to zip those passes when Ace Baldwin's around.
There's Edey again on Wahab, just gets too deep there.
That's just grown man basketball. Qudus Wahab trying to fight for his life, and
man in the air, doesn't go. Edey trying to save it, and he does, and then Edey lays it in.
That's the Little Tykes bucket right there. That's what that looked like.
Clary going for the steal there, but Braden Smith has it. Inside Edey, that was too easy.
That's a tough guard there for Puff Johnson. 2 on the ball with Braden Smith, and he's...
10 of them were well defended.
Yeah.
Edey muscling his way through, doesn't go, and Wahab the rebound.
I thought early on when Edey got off balance like he can score. I think the defensive side of the basketball is where he's really got to make strides.
Edey, the baby hook gives him 23.
One-on-one coverage. I mean, Wahab is doing
16 rebounds now for Zach Edey. And 2 more points. That gives him 25.
Edey's got great position, and then Braden Smith. But how many points each had scored? That's my guess, but I don't know for sure.
Edey throws down the dunk. This is a great event they do every year. Playing there in Philly, beating Michigan, had a big comeback against Ohio State as Edey misses. They're going to play a game against Illinois at Rec Hall.
I love that, Robbie. Zach Edey just doing his thing, standing him up and getting a fingertip on that jumper there from Mast.
Lawyer inside, Edey well short with that one, and you hear the crowd loving it.
Rebounds.
Mast checks back into the game after getting some medical attention. Inside to Edey, that is Mast on him defensively. He's able to come down with the rebound.
Like Edey almost dumped him at all times. They're making Purdue skip the basketball and making other guys prove it.
Now Edey calling for the rock. Big fella throws it down.
What an inbounds play right there. A little back screen action. Zach.
Lawyer gives it up. Inside to Edey. Edey left it well short. The second air ball we've seen from him on a similar one team in the country on the ropes. Gillis, baseline, pull up, won't go. Edey somehow grabs that board, gets the easy 2.
That's why he is just such a tough guard. You've done points, shooting 27% from 3. Edey playing off, and Alec making a big one from the corner.
Edey trying to calm things down. That'll do it.
That post-entry pass is just a...
Board goes to Edey. Now this is Smith. Drops it off to Jones. Edey somehow able to grab it and stuff.
That was fortunate there for Purdue. That pass tipped.
Lead is 11. Smith inside. Nice dish over to Edey.
Nice pass there by Braden Smith. Torched his man off the bounce. Help.
Drop it down low. Edey swatted away from behind. That was Bryce Williams coming over the fence. They got it. And this crowd can sense what is happening. Drops it to Edey, and Edey will slam it home. Timeout taken by Purdue. That's Matt.
And takes it.
How active has he been early on here?
And then Lawyer with a little Euro step on the cleanup. I don't know if you give it to Kaufman, Rin, or Edey, but it's a bucket.
Well, we see it for Illinois with Gary.
Lawyer getting to the elbow, then dropping it down, and there's Edey in the lane. Too much to handle for Coleman Hawkins.
How about that interior passing right there? You got Trey Kaufman.
Score he was at Southern Illinois, over 1,600 points there in basically 3.5 seasons. Edey, yes.
I just don't know how you're going to stop that. Hawkins giving up so much size.
Said it at the top of the broadcast, but two of the best rebounding teams in the country here with these two going head-to-head. And Edey starting to get into a rhythm.
And Purdue is just flexing their...
They already have 3 top 10 wins this year, does Purdue. It's been a tough schedule. Looking for number 4 here, and that'll help. Edey is in double figures.
There's just nothing that Coleman Hawkins can do.
Looks like he did take a hand to the face there. He's 10-2 on the sideline. There's the first touch for Zach Edey, and there's his first 2.
If you let him catch the ball on the block, it's...
And back up to Braden Smith. Trying to get it to Edey. There it is. Watch out. Kevin Willard said he's going to get a couple of dunks. Maybe always looking for the open 3 because that double team's always coming. There's Gillis. Watch out. Second flush of the night for Zach Edey. Gillis, Edey, one-on-one against Reese. Nice job by Julian Reese, who has had success against
Jameer Young with a wide-open look. We expect that to fall later in the game if he gets those kind of looks.
They're 1 for 12. Meanwhile, third dunk for Edey as Purdue has made just over half their shots.
When you're playing the #1 team in the country, they come back to bite you.
Well, that is just too easy. Unabated feed and then just a layup.
Yeah, but
tried to find Edey. Lawyer saves it. Now they get it back to Big Zach. Terrapins with another chance. See if he can back down Reese. Double team comes. Get it back to him. Tough shot. In and out. Maryland not out of 13, so they have turned it around big time in that category tonight. Braden Smith, little flip pass to Zach Edey, and not much you can do about that. Lead back to 20. The basket, kicks it out. Mason Gillis back to Lawyer. Another quality look for Edey, and another bucket.
And talking to Matt Painter before the game as well.
Edey with a touch up high, back to Lawyer. When he has that lane to the basket, affected by Reese. And now to Young. Hesitation. After the ball was tipped. Smith, triple team. Wants to get it inside to Edey. Misses the putback, but a whistle, and he's fouled once again.
Their offensive sets. I think that's a huge difference from what they had last year.
Smith took a shot to the face there. Zach Edey, what are you going to do? Like a little Sunday stroll.
Inside to Edey. Too easy. His first field goal attempt of the game. 5.5 minutes in, and an Iowa team who may not be the best defensive team in the Big Ten, but they do apply some pressure.
Still a really good Big Ten team. Purdue can beat you in a lot of different ways this season. One of the better offensive rebounds on any given night. You look at Blanton, he has 3 games this season with 20 plus. Good pass.
Backdoor delivery behind the back, and Edey pays it off with a kick out to Lawyer. Edey, second chance. Cash in the paint.
11
goes off, but then they shut off the water for those other perimeter guys for Arizona, and that's the type of effort they need on that end of the floor.
Zach Edey, still perfect. 5. Edey going to work. Second chance, ripped away by Moreno. Good. It again. Three ball. Gillis, the putbacks. Everybody in the
Boilermaker in these moments.
7 apiece, 7 points apiece for Jones and Kaufman-Renn, and now Zach Edey scores.
Tell you, Lance Jones just loves basketball. He loves basketball, loves being around the game. He loves his teammates, and he's putting the effort. He's worked on his game, you can tell.
Kaufman-Renn doing some cleanup work, but 2 shots at the rim. Holton not on the floor here as Jones goes into Edey.
Gotta give it back to him. There you go.
Right back to him. Crowd coming, didn't matter. 4 points for Edey in this first half.
Whenever you can see that number 15 clear, or you can see Zach Edey to be a warrior when you're playing in the Big Ten.
I want to know if there are pictures of that. Hook shot, Edey, no roll. Kaufman-Renn couldn't keep it alive.
The picture is the scar.
Edey on Rivers. Quick turn, foul and 1.
Great feed by Lance Jones, getting that basketball to the block.
But instead of booing Iowa, Rutgers, and Indiana, we're booing no chicken in here tonight. And another one upstairs. This time it's Edey.
This time it's coming from you beat this press. You're going to have open threes and you're going to have dunks, and Purdue showing it.
Edey. Ooh. He's trailing here. They're not going to give it to him.
Not going to give it to him. Yeah,
pick and pop. Come on, pick and pop.
Good pass.
That's what he does best.
That is where his bread is buttered. This out.
Pickett, Jones, swinging. Smith, 10 to shoot. Lawyer, Edey, another touch. Working on Ballo. Drop step, can't finish. Put back there. Trey Kaufman-Renn.
If you're going to bring the pick and roll and go in glass.
This Arizona offense so potent. There's Edey on a touch. Forced it all the way through. That is ridiculous from Zach Edey.
If you're Tommy, place right time. He just is so calm, cool, and collected.
Edey against Kravis. Bully ball.
That's just unguardable. If you're Kravis, you're trying to wall up. You're trying to make him stop.
Jones. Extra. Slow it down. Edey working on Ballo again. Drop step and finish.
Well, you can tell Ballo is trying to take away that left shoulder, and that opened up.
The 2 top 3 teams. Smith looking inside, finds Edey, working against Ballo, just goes right to a spot, counted and a foul. Zach Edey finding
that away from Braden Smith.
Colvin back to Edey, 3 to shoot. He's going to have to make it happen himself. Forces it up, too strong. Rebound, Kaufman-Renn, back to Edey, and he's fouled.
He's a big-time player.
Kaufman-Renn leaves it inside. Edey against Ballo for 2.
But look at how deep he's got him. And Ballo is a huge human being as well. But Edey not having to do all that much. They've been terrific.
Morton kick out. There is Lawyer. Get it inside. Edey a touch on the hook. Can't get the roll. That's going. Oh, they're going to count it.
Wow.
We'll see if Arizona has that same level of fight. They've got the talent, got the offensive explosiveness, but Purdue has Zach Edey. Can't hit that time.
Nice job by Ballo there.
Smith gets caught. Morton has been shy about taking some shots, but does find Edey inside on a post on Kravis. Can't get the roll.
Well, Arizona, this 2-3 zone getting some stops, and now they can run.
Arizona feeling it a little bit here. Couple of defensive stands. Get it to Edey, and he misses again.
He's got some good looks, but this 2-3 zone is giving them problems.
Ballo for Arizona. Lawyer lost it on the way up. Edey is right there to clean up the mess.
And that's why Purdue is so tough. Even a bad shot can be good.
Purdue, it has been a slugfest now in the latter stages of this second half. But that's what Zach Edey does.
Purdue just spread the floor there, and it was just Umar
off the series of screens. Gillis inside. Edey against Ballo. Bully in the sandbox. Put 2 more up.
foul at some point here.
I think you got a foul right now. I mean, you take this down 12 seconds, and you're looking at 30. Well, Braden Smith has other ideas.
And he missed it.
I don't know why he went so early.
35 seconds left now for Boswell.
Pick at the basket. He goes glass, and that's the first bucket of the game.
And to your point, Nelson went out on Monday with a leg injury. Now Edey down deep, and that's blocked away, redirected downstairs.
Game. They've been incredibly active with Purdue around the basket.
Talk about efficiency. 10 points in 4 offensive possessions. Edey 1-on-2, and Kaufman-Renz soaring in on the
2 perfect examples of that.
Edey got the screen, little flip from Smith, and it is 2 and a foul after a bit of a delay due to physics.
Finally a Purdue bucket.
Engine shoes had it taken away. Lawyer with the steal, and now Smith scanning. Edey down deep, they collapse on him.
That going up.
Yes, he did. Out of bounds to Alabama. Not seen the ball yet. Hook it into him, wide of the lane. Edey turns, fires, and scores.
That's big time. That double is coming from the baseline side, so it's as simple quickly and making sure that he's not camping in that lane.
I'll tell you what, even the on-ball defense of Estrada. There's a lob, and there is Big Maple going to the house.
Well, you cannot jump over the Estrada.
And Purdue invites that time of shot.
No doubt.
There's the zip. And there's Edey the flush.
He just overwhelms you. You got Waukee in foul trouble. He goes. Hall, one runner for ACC Player of the Year alongside Kyle Filipowski.
A fun one in game 2. Smith was hemmed in. Edey back on the floor. Missed it wide. And a battle. Caleb first wins it for Purdue.
I'd say first 10 minutes, Alabama was the champion on the offensive glass, but that's kind of shifting over to Purdue.
Well, they tried to front Edey, and that was not a grand idea. Lance Jones and Purdue can tie with a 3. We might hit triple digits in this ball game.
Good pass.
Jones and Edey.
He's almost at the elbow.
He's leaning on Pringle. He throws it off the window hard, and here comes Nelson. Edey wanted the foul. Sears swooping in down the way.
Hard job officiating him, and right now Alabama is in a world of hurt from a foul trouble perspective.
Edey gets deep and misses. Purdue 1 for 8 out of halftime.
For Alabama, any help your helper. Lance Jones to the basketball, and Sears got a high-quality look.
Edey through 2 with an elbow and 2.
A nice job by Zach Edey there. That's over the top to help time. That second penetration right by him and away to the rim with that strong left hand.
Smith for Edey. Oh, duck and cover. Put on your hard hat. Understanding of how these games go. Smith for Morton. Didn't take the 3. It's Edey instead. Pancake.
Blocked by Stevenson. Had to have from 3. Good pass.
Edey hammers it.
Let Braden Smith get that deep.
Alabama already today. Caleb the first point. A lot of minutes. Now Edey backing in to hammer it home into the Purdue scoring top 10. Loving it. And they get a stop. First jostling over there with Sears into the post for Edey. Hemmed in. Over the top, no, and the rebound for Nelson.
Nice job by Alabama, just contesting
Possession for the Crimson Tide. Off the Sears 3. Smith hurrying down the lane. Bouncing for Edey in the wingspan. Eats it alive.
What a pass again. Braden Smith.
Sorry, Rob.
It's okay.
It's Braden Smith. Oh, he gave up the shot he took earlier, and Edey closes the deal.
But that play is
almost got away with that one. Looks inside for Edey, poked away by Freeman. He gathers, count it, and the foul. He's too big, he's too strong, and he'll go to the line to make many mistakes when he's on the floor.
He really doesn't. You have to think that you keep doing that, you're going to stay on the floor.
I think Edey will stay on the floor.
Just manhandles you, but here's that rim. Ricky right where he needs to be, but just couldn't finish.
Edey inside, working against the freshman, and follows his own miss.
It's just, you're asking a freshman an awful lot to physically battle.
Morton coming open is Colvin. The 3 not going to go. Look at the lean by Edey. looked like he was in an easy chair getting that rebound. And then the inbound almost taken away by Cole.
Give them a little more athleticism. And, of course, it helped how much better Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer are, too.
He's pretty good. Dumped down inside for the two-hand flush.
Purdue just can't.
There's Edey inside to the rim with one hand. 17 points coming out of the locker room.
Purdue has just attacked this pressure once again. They're at the rim, and it's another easy bucket for the Purdue Boilermakers.
19 points, 10 rebounds.
There's just nothing easy for Iowa right now about the offensive end of the floor. And it just feels so easy for Purdue. Man, just pass, catch, and one. And it's an easy game for the Boilermakers.
We talked about it earlier, who that outfront is going to be. We know who it is for Purdue. Iowa's still looking for that score.
The press has just...
Yeah, they had Boo Buie at the top of the key. That was where that was headed.
Chris Collins talked about how the lobs for Nicholson so important.
And that lob for Edey broken up. Jones battling Buie. Jones will bring it up the floor now for Purdue. Entry to Edey against Nicholson with the hook.
Anytime Purdue can throw the ball in from the go.
This is Braden Smith inside. Edey clean in the glass and throwing it down.
That is big boy basketball right there. Blake Preston under the rim.
11 minutes, 10.7 rebounds for Edey as he goes back to work
Where's
inside.
the post double? I mean, that's automatic for Northwestern, and you can see both Brian McIntosh and Taylor Bauer.
Collins wants winners, and that's what Langborg did at Princeton.
No doubt. When you lead Princeton to the Sweet 16, Edey rattles the rim. We were watching during the practice before. Won't go. Look what I found, says Zach Edey. 2 points.
That one just found him. Most of these rebounds he is going to get, but that's one of those deals where for Northwestern, that's just... Taken three, hasn't made one this year for Luke Hunger, but at this point in the game, I want Boo Buie going to work.
And if you're Purdue, you want that man going to work, but Hunger defends well down low.
Back-to-back shots for Edey.
Smith to Edey with the finish.
What a pass, though, from Braden Smith. He's got his defender going downhill. They've got to stop turning the basketball over.
First back out there all stitched up. The entry into Edey, and Edey cannot get the finish. Nicholson the rebound.
I just think Fletcher Lawyer's got to put a little bit of makes. That's a good place to go.
Jones.
Wild shot, though, by Lance Jones.
Thrown back into play in this scramble situation. Edey inside against Nicholson. The hook will not
back stop on a dime. Big time play by Langborg.
Lawyer feeds the post. Edey inside with the flush.
Big boy basketball. They're throwing it inside in the first half.
Now looking for the lead. Lawyer deep in the post. Double late. Edey can't get the roll. We about to see a second straight Northwestern upset. In. Edey. Catch.
Wow.
Finish. Tied at 76. Inbound Buie. They hit
overtime. You are looking for him every time down the floor.
Preston's the only post left, and there it is. Smith with the drive, Edey with the finish.
They couldn't get it to him on the post up, but Braden Smith with that.
Lawyer enters to Edey. Edey leaning. 15 on the shot clock. Edey with the hook. 1 point game.
Northwestern not trying to give up a three-pointer with that 3-point lead. They just fanned out.
20 points off those turnovers. Gillis, another long pass down the floor. Edey with the catch, can't finish. Heidi's trying, no. Preston secures the rebound, and we've got another.
They're locked and loaded in the corner.
Smith coming off a season high 18 points as he gets it down to Zach Edey, the reigning Big Ten Player of the Week.
He did his work early there. Nice job containing the bounce of Cisse.
Inside it. Big fella finishes. 4 early points for Edey.
That should have been an and one. The foul woes just continue.
Smith
Thought about it into Edey, and a call jam for the 7'4" Zach Edey, who is in behind
Glenn Robinson.
There you go.
I mean, the big dog, he scored 1,000 points in the season.
Oh! Man jam by the 7'4" Zach Edey.
Hasn't been chaotic. And that's what Purdue's got to avoid, is getting stuck in a chaotic game.
Edey a little bit strong, and a foul underneath. I think they got kicked.
Gillis steps in. Edey's got the offensive rebound and the high percentage follow.
Well, the play's not over after you run and go, but Stevie Mitchell made it so tough for him to make that catch and for Edey to take the risk.
Edey got a pretty good look, couldn't knock it down. Bodies are flying, and here comes Mark.
Switch, Stevie Mitchell again trying to get around in front.
And again, they're having a tough time getting the ball to Edey. Now he's got it. Can't hit. What a rebound by Gillis. Back up and in.
There's the pressure. Got a little high-low look.
Edey muscles it up and in, and the lead is 8.
Iguodaro came over from the weak side, but perhaps open threes. There's the high-low look. Good pressure by Kolek.
Iguodaro back in, playing with 2, so there's not much he can do, and Edey scores.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Edey's gotten sick.
You can catch it all in here.
Smith into Edey. Had a good look, couldn't convert, and it's out of bounds still.
But for the most part, Purdue has done a great job of keeping Marquette from getting open threes.
Bounce pass into Edey for the flush.
And what a catch. That easily could have been taken away. Step up ball screen.
Up top for Edey. Boy, that almost went in. Now it does.
So difficult when Edey sets that step up.
Edey, double team. Open man, Lance Jones. Edey the rebound. And the second time it goes.
Purdue's ball movement is so good. And the rare easy bucket.
9-2 run, Marquette. That was a terrific little pass from Smith into Edey to get him a bucket.
Well, didn't Smith show? Marquette's there on every catch.
Edey got everything he wanted and eventually put it home on the second opportunity. He's just too big and too strong.
Marquette's got to be in to put this kind of pressure on all game long.
Another touch for Edey. And he'll score. Boy, Kolek tried to hack at the ball, and Iguodaro tried to... And they force him to give it up. Lawyer right back into him. And the slam. Iguodaro went flying. Kolek went flying. Too much...
Sean Jones did an amazing job at taking away that reversal pass.
Out of bounds still, Purdue ball.
There, because Edey was open, and his help side defense took that pass away.
Now Edey has it. Left hand, no good. And Kolek the rebound.
Big possession here.
The double team, the kick out. 2 on the shot clock. Smith. Edey tips it up and in. It is now a touch for Edey. Up and in, and Purdue has the lead.
They did a great job of feeling where Awaka was, and just a little drop step. A couple of blocks to go on with 15 points and 12 rebounds. He's pain-free.
Edey again. James got a piece of it, and then Connect got a piece of Edey. Guys don't play as many minutes normally as Zach Edey is playing.
That's because too many coaches were guards.
You're still bitter.
Big guys should play more. It's not that they can't do it.
It's the preseason. He made his first appearance in the regular season opener. They're still building the minutes back up. Here's a good look. Good position for Edey. Can't finish it. Gillis with a terrific offensive rebound. And Meshack with just as good of a block.
And Meshack is a great defender, isn't he?
Lawyer lost it, got it back. Edey the follow.
If Purdue this season can take... He's difficult to deal with defensively, and he's made it really hard on Braden Smith.
Boy, tough to deal with Edey when he catches the ball that close to the rim.
Yeah,
If he gets both feet in physical battle. Kaufman ran over James. Edey with a weak side rebound.
Go back up.
And one.
Much better pace in this second half. Good switches by Tennessee. Hey.
Jones into Edey for the slam.
Boy, what a fake by Lance Jones. He's putting pressure on the ball, making it difficult for Purdue's passers to see inside to Edey.
That play will work. Over the top. And he's now got 19.
Yeah, you got to make. Trying to get to an angle where they can throw it into Edey.
Edey doing the best he can, but Edey scores.
It's so hard to keep him away from that left shoulder. He didn't passing team. Braden Smith got away with a walk there. Dragged that pivot foot.
And now the first post-up opportunity for Edey.
What do you do? If you don't double him, he's going to.
Some changes in the starting lineup. Trey Kaufman-Renn is a regular starter here early in the season. And also Lance Jones, who came over from Southern Illinois, gives him a little bit more.
That just shows the outstanding touch that Zach Edey has. He's really improved his game year over year.
Can't get this one to go. Edey spent some time with the Canadian national team this year. Played sparingly, but
and he can make Edey come out on the floor.
The Zags are 2-0. They've only played 2 games, beat Yale by 15, and then they blew out Eastern Oregon 123.
He played tremendously fast. Now he's in the NBA.
Yeah, with the Indiana Pacers. Deep touch there for Edey, and a rare miss from that close. Boy, did he have good position. Lawyer.
Largely because the quality of teams has produced so many epic games.
Edey. That's his go-to move. Wants to get to that left shoulder, throw up the right hand.
By the three-point line, that means he's away from the basket and Gonzaga can attack the paint.
Edey again. This time goes the other way. Spins and lays it in with the left.
What an adjustment by Zach Edey. And Hickman just attacked it, made a great and difficult shot.
Edey another touch. No double team. But he can't finish. They're kind of digging and swiping a little, but no immediate double. Colvin, a freshman from Indianapolis. Another guy makes them deeper, gives them a little bit more athleticism. Edey is now 3 for 9 on the game. And this is a guy who was strong. Greg played 9 minutes of the game between these two teams last year. Scored 9 points, but fouled out as well. And a lot of guys foul out when you guard Zach Edey.
Well, Greg did a good job. Unbelievable hair. Going back to the Dan Dickow days.
Edey muscles it up and in.
And I think Matt Painter, he doesn't even say anything to officials' offense. Gonzaga has made Purdue into individual playmakers. They don't have a ton of assists now. They've missed some shots. And those are the easy ones. And that's what Purdue needs to continue to do is pound the
team right now. Purdue's just 2 for 11 from beyond the arc. And they certainly have some shooters. Lawyer goes inside. Edey tips it home. He's got 19.
Dusty Stromer went for a 40% three-point shooter in high school. An injury last year, but he is athletic, as you just saw.
Edey left hand, a little bit short.
And Ike again, making him take a tough one.
Gillis thought about it. A touch for Edey. And a finish for Edey. He's got 21.
And he got banged really hard. This is an impressive basketball team.
2 more for Edey.
Well, you love that quick move that he made.
On Xavier, there's a drive from Smith off a deflection. Lawyer tees up the post, and Zach Edey, the National Player of the Year, misses short on his opening shot.
And notice the double team
back at Xavier. Trey Kaufman-Renn off the knee injury a couple of years ago in the starting lineup now this year. And a miss for Purdue 0 for 2 early.
Concentration there.
Edey rolling to the rim with a power dribble. He just elbowed Usman out of the way and lifted out.
A good defense so far by Usman inside by
here. Lawyer hits it into the post. Edey quickly. Smith is out there. He doesn't see the ball. It's Edey going to work. And he rimmed it out. Clean game and a fast game. A 10-point-a-game guy in the first 2 games for Xavier. Laser of a hook pass from Jones for Edey. And that is his first make. Somehow that thing died. on the rim tonight.
Live ball, live arena, and live player is Zach Edey right here. This is a play out of just because the team is unfamiliar with each other in this system. So it's going to take time, more important, patience, and that's great patience by swinging it back up top, allowing Zach Edey to get. Zach Edey wasn't going to relocate outside the lane.
Edey rolling to the rim. 2 and a foul somehow, some way.
It'll be something else that is going to be able to be conjured up between these two leagues.
Great to see Dan Gavitt here, by the way. He stopped by the table before the game. A wonderful Brady Smith, eyes up. Morton on the drive, met by Claude. Smith for Edey. Clockwork for Purdue. And
again, Purdue starts to pull away. Xavier figures out a way to get beautiful. Not go through the nets. That block.
Edey.
That block.
Burying Johnny. Couldn't make it, though, on the rebound. Claude.
We need right now, almost with a steal.
That was a tough catch for Edey. He goes back to work and misses.
Well, that left right block brought the ball down.
He's a 41% three-point shooter. Very good shooter. We'll see what kind of opportunities he has as Edey just absolutely buried another defender. Lead is 13 under 2 minutes. Edey going to town again. Too strong. Xavier on the drive, tunneling into the lane, stepping through, tough angle, no, but Edey's there to clean up on aisle 15.
Eventually,
here now, it's just not going to be there in February. Well, that's the plan. Edey down low. Why not get out the laminator one more time?
Threes if they have any chance of staying in this game. Lawyer with a pass inside to Edey. He'll flip his hip, back down his defender, and get his first shot and points of the night.
And if they're able to do that, then this game becomes a lot more sort of 50-50 in the early stages.
Lawyer to Edey. Won't go.
Hitting a 3, and it's a 9-point game, which is kind of where they want to keep it before halftime.
Lawyer looking to pass into Edey. He puts it over the glass, and Gillis, the first sub of the day for the Boilermakers, can't get
He's had Bama, Shawnee State, and the way he's played, it really is phenomenal, and it's been exciting this season.
Smith will pitch it to Edey, and a slam from the senior.
You know, Purdue was put under pressure, and Edey's had to come back in, and it's a slightly worrying sign that happens without him.
Edey puts it up and draws the foul. He'll shoot free throws.
And when your minutes go down, you need to understand you still have a huge part to play.
Smith to Edey, lobbing it up. He'll fight for that ball and score.
And I've heard Jones look to take the shot there. Decides to take it inside. And there, straight to Edey. Boom. And we've seen that a million times here in Mackey Arena.
But he has the heart of a 7'8" player.
Gillis to Edey. Edey up. Great hustle by Gillis there to get it. And he does.
Roosevelt Colvin, great football player here. Raven Colvin on the Purdue women's volleyball team.
Edey down low off the glass and in. Anytime you can just throw the ball right in there from the top of the key.
Be a late switch and him to try to contain the bounce. State McCray just makes one over the top.
Edey short on that long range 2. Edey will spin and throw it down.
It should have been an and one. I mean, Shore just hammered Zach Edey.
Flies in for the rebound. Smith in the center, lob to Edey all night long.
Get better and they throw these guys the ball. So why would you not want to come here if you're 7 foot tall?
Another one coming next year in Daniel Jacobson. There's a feed down low to Edey.
That's just unguardable because he's...
Smith. Edey tipped it out into the hands of Lawyer. He'll drop it back to Edey. Pretty basketball. Very pretty basketball.
Players. That was something that Bogdanovich talked about in the press conference in the last game. So he has fouled Zach Edey and scores over Milutino. I mean, you know, what do you think? Is there anything Canada could have done differently, looking back on it, to prepare for this game or to get ready? That's a tap in for Edey.
Yeah, Jeff, I think that
up to Edey. Edey, the youngin', the big man, takes this time, gathers, and goes up. So Zach Edey getting some playing time also in their group. So these two teams, Latvia and Canada, will play each other on game day 3 as Edey uses his height, just turns around and scores easily. Edey in the game now, and little turnaround jump. Hook shot jumper for him is good. Edey takes the contact and finishes easily. And I mean, how do you stop that? You try and deny him the ball, I guess. He's had a great game. Edey, they go inside, and he flushes it home.
In the Asia region, as Edey's just got that little jump hook off Pat. I mean, it's a joy to see him just be so smooth with that. And you
Smith there on the catch.
That's good defense by Braden Smith.
Walker's jumper rebounded by Edey.
Watch Kaufman-Wren, Coach of the Year. Fred Hoiberg will be on this network tonight when Nebraska makes their tournament debut. There's Edey with the swat. What a recovery to bat away the Aikens attempt. Lawyer to the other. Crossover, Smith weaving inside. Fades away over Edey using the window. It won't go. And Edey the rebound.
Well, that's a tough miss. I thought Walker was going to get that one down.
Soko. Back out it goes to Holloman for the open 3. And Edey with rebound number 5.
I would have liked to see Holloman give Sissoko another chance.
Cooper with an offensive rebound.
This mistake in those multiple opportunities now.
Walker short on that shot, and Edey says nobody's back tapping this one. Back out to Aikens, shooting the shot, couldn't get it to go. Edey with a rebound.
That's a good look for Aikens, though. And good job by Hogard, even though he got 2.
Hogard trying to find room against Jones. Rolls around to Edey, who has his 11th rebound.
I thought Hogard did a really good job navigating storm foul-wise on Edey to have an impact down the stretch.
Walker in and out, and Edey with a good box out. Remember, Sissoko out there with 4 fouls.
There's Klesmith for Stephen Crowell. Edey shows a little bit. Off the catch, A.J. Storr like he did against Edey at the Kohl Center, and this time he's wiped out. We've seen John Blackwell come in already. There he is, missing from the corner. The freshman sensation for the Badgers.
He's gotten healthy. You can tell these last 4 games. He has had
one of those that look funnier than it actually was.
He's just standing there.
A.J. Storr. No, and the rebound bear hugged by Edey. On the lead feed, on the run. 21 and 10 for Edey. A.J. Storr blocked by Edey. Engulfed by Edey. Oh, for Storr. He wants to go. Up top, Winter. No dice, rebound Edey.
Wisconsin made to make him score over the top. And that's just the National Player of the Year going and making plays.
That burn into Edey. you're Greg Gard, you got, you know.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be saying something about that.
Hepburn's down.
Yeah, he's the country as well, ranked 2 and 3 in Ken Palm and adjusted offense. Hawkins misfires, and Edey the flat from the board.
They Kaufman ran good defense there on the bounce for Coleman.
Jones thought about it.
I'm telling you, so close to the rim.
Hawkins, a deep one. Short.
Yeah, Coleman trying to flip the matchup in his favor. I think he's going to have to be a little bit more patient than that.
Open, Harmon. Jones steps in front. Harmon, tough finish.
Good defense there without fouls.
Up ahead, Lawyer, the sidestep, and a wild flip doesn't go. Gillis short on the 3.
Great look, though.
He loves those transition threes. He hunts them.
Shannon, tough finish, and Edey right there to alter the shot, grab the rebound, now get out in transition. It's Jones for Hawkins, working against Gillis. Shimmy shake, Damask, gonna have to make it happen himself. Oh, he flies to the rim, but he missed it. He went airborne.
Lawyer got a piece of that, I think, too.
Gillis.
Grad student transfer, hits it up top. That's an open look for 3. That won't fall for Malik Hall. The hope for Tom Izzo was to get one to go down. That was a heat check of all heat checks and a great save by Hall. Walker. No. Rebound, Edey. Braden Smith hammered the...
Yeah, well.
That's 7 for Edey, by the way. He's also drawn 4 fouls in the game, and there's a rebound for him as well. That's his 4th. 6 straight mid... Jimmy's must-watch list coming up in the second half.
I need a little drama, little messiness.
We had some early, but Purdue's threatening to create some space here.
Yeah, but it's time to get Smith right in the lane and able to finish that.
There's Jaden Akins, obviously deterred by Edey. Akins only played 7 first-half minutes because of the 2 fouls. This time he crossed him over, kicked it out. Hall in the corner, late shot clock, miss. Rebound, Edey. Another double-double for him. 12 of the last tournament team. I'm just saying that if you do lose 5 in a row to close the regular season, people will have questions. Edey out on Booker, and he clears the rebound anyway. Jones up ahead, wants it. One dribble, fire.
Smith draws the defense, and you can't leave Edey, and so you got to leave somebody open, and that time it was Gillis. Lawyer is down, watching Washington, and the foul goes on Fletcher Woods. So the Wolverines started the day short-handed, Kevin, and they've got foul trouble, which makes them even shorter-handed. Jackson and Edey was right there, holding his ground. Braden Smith in the second half. And Burnett. Edey's got the ball, another rebound there, racing the other way, Braden Smith. I think that's... And Howard. Burnett, long 3. With an Edey rebound. He's got 10, another double-double for him. My goodness. McDaniel around Jones. And he puts it up on the run. And Edey is there to just gobble it in. 12th rebound for him. He averages 13. In the second half, getting loose balls, driving, feeding, Reed, kicking it back. Burnett, 3. And it's picked up inside by Edey. Men have fouled out for Michigan. McDaniel, Edey, and Braden Smith. 14 rebounds by Zach Edey. From Evanston, Illinois, he went initially to Southern Illinois. 2-time Missouri Valley Conference All-Defensive Team member. Rebound Edey on the miss, and a foul.
Well, just 20% on 2s the last 3 games. 0 of 6 at Ohio State.
Tell you what, Rutgers is getting to the rim as Abole comes in. Emmanuel Abole, who's only played in junior college in the Rochester area last year. Simpson off the pull-up, misses.
It's been interesting between Abole and Jeremiah Williams. It's like Rutgers made moves to the death.
Ohio State loss. He only took 1 in that game. Amori knew it was short, and Edey stretches out for the rebound. 1 dribble. Jones missed it. Field goal in 6 minutes. And won't this time either.
Oh, what a pass.
That is a laser to Jones. Oh, man.
Dump it down low. Edey, body bump, kick out, Smith, bottoms.
I guess he's okay, huh? This kid's you're tough-minded, Bert. Duck-in, strong kid. Matched up against Ren. Shoot that hook.
Kick it. The drive and deuce. Braden Smith getting to the cup.
I love how he attacked the
A little box set. Everything to confuse, and they go inside. Lawyer with a good look. First time.
Cha-ching!
First time. They left him.
Sabatine, please get the Michigan State faithful on their feet over on the side.
Morton from the foul line. Ethan Morton. A rare 2 for Morton.
He's open here if Edey finds him.
Triple team. Colvin with the shot fake. And the 2 falls for Miles Colvin.
That's a sign of toughness. And in a game like this, where you don't have a lot of margin for error, you got to take advantage of it.
Nice find. Colvin with the hand.
More than him, trying to root him out of his spot.
Entry to Edey. Back it goes. Gillis in the corner for 3. And there is the weapon that Purdue has developed.
Things the screener where you're freeing up some of your teammates, but he picked and chose his spot so well in that first game.
We saw him dive for a couple of scores off the ball, and Fletcher Lawyer, again, you said this a moment ago, next to him when he gets hot, because he will tell you about it.
Well, I think Indiana found out about that.
That is true. High-low, really high to kind of low, and Kaufman-Red.
And that's not an easy
Edey against Crowell. Klesmit goes to help to dig. He comes back to him, leaving Lawyer. And it's 3, and that is the bind.
It must be pretty fun.
5 minutes in the second half, establishing what you're trying to do for the rest of the game.
Doubled Edey immediately. Smith is left open. Cash from 3.
That's too easy right there. Man, that's a step in.
Break.
In for Edey. Outside Lawyer for 3. Bottom.
Illinois has made an adjustment. They're doubling that post, and Purdue
for share. 10 to shoot, a minute to play. Smith, hook, inside, knocked away. Edey's got it. Jones is open. Splash! A 3 for Jones.
side and loses confidence. So we're going to bring him along slowly, and it seems to be paying off late in the season for him.
Lawyer drills it for 3, an answer for Purdue.
That's what you have when you can have a center that can bring Zach Edey out the lane. It opens up more real estate inside.
That was a great find, Jimmy, and it's Fletcher Lawyer with his second. They can really whip it around. Now it's stuck, and Michigan State got a hand in Holloman digging that time. They dig again. Lawyer a look away, and a 3. Play shot clock, there it is. Edey double. Out to Gillis. Huge 3.
Kaufman-Renn cross court. It is a 3. Lawyer can't get it. Edey does. Jones triple.
And among other things, they do well, Kevin, there and off late. But again, you don't care what he does. You'd like to have him back for March.
Edey, Kaufman-Renn bumping off bodies and finds the deuce.
Edey's made himself a...
Jones, great defense. Edey the hit ahead. Jones, soft touch.
Lawyer along the baseline, contact, nothing was there. Edey with the offensive board. Gillis with a shot fake and a leaner. And we'll keep tabs on Edey and looking in. Not much is there for Kaufman-Renn. They go to Edey. Might as well. Oh, he sweeps it down along the baseline. Good look.
See the release defensively, the double team when he comes across the middle of the floor. Variations of getting Edey the basketball.
There's the extra help, Jones. He's been cool today. Not right now, though. Somebody has to step up. And we welcome those of you who just saw his been
rebound by Pharrell Payne.
Well, he just flew in, but he couldn't finish. And now Jones on the leak out.
just no safety responsibilities there.
Two Mr. Basketballs facing each other when Smith has it, guarded by Cups. Smith in Indiana drives past Cups from Ohio. And Smitty all of a sudden gives Smith, Jones, Edey, Gillis, and hits. Wade Smith 6 to shoot. Edey again draws a double, top of the arc. Lawyer. And good.
Allow it to zap their energy, so you start to see it on the defensive end, and then offensively, you just start taking some ill-advised shots at times.
It's 50-45 Purdue. Handed off for Smith. The penetration. Right. The flip goes for Braden Smith.
Well designed by Matt.
Wasn't high for Tyler Wall.
He killed his dribble. They're trying to set up a dribble exchange.
Lawyer jumper.
Big
book
time.
it. Fletcher Lawyer knocks it down from the outside.
Big basketball left, but he has just turned into such a good player.
And what feed, finding the wide open Camden Heidi for the flush.
Well, Purdue taking advantage. Collins hasn't liked, but they are just stepping up end the clock and making a play.
Back to Edey. There's the trap from Martinelli. Return to Jones for three. Rattles home. We're tied at 66.
And just a little bit late. Guards on the floor that makes the play.
Edey. There's the trap. Back to Jones. Got the open look. Same result.
It's like the same exact play, but except this time it's Ryan Lang.
Worst scoring first half of the year for Rutgers, yet they're down just 11. Smith from up top. Count it.
And that's the danger of double teaming.
Gets two quick ones, and that's a big deal because he's a massive part of their offense.
So Reed's going to come back in for him. They leave Smith wide open, and he throws a three.
Jalen Llewellyn's going under, but he's not even in. We might as well just get rid of the cylinder. I don't even know why it's in the rule book anymore. I mean, it's.
Lawyer hits the three.
That's what you're going to give up. You know, you're showing that much attention to Zach. Brache's moved on. He was a good player. Iowa's really had to retool.
Edey feeding Kaufman-Renn with a nice hook.
It's so hard to guard. 2 on Edey. Kaufman-Renn is diving to the
home conference game. Lance Jones missing there. Kaufman-Renn going to the floor. Fresh 20 for the Boilers, and they didn't trail for long. Lance Jones, the transfer from. Lawyer just got bumped in the head going around Gillis. Now Gillis out of the corner hits the three.
There's a triple team right there. Gillis throws it inside.
God wants Edey to shoot the three.
He's guarded. He's not open.
There's Lawyer weaving through.
That's what's not been there for Fletcher Lawyer. Just one of his Purdue second half run.
Lawyer wide open. See if he can get himself going. That will help.
Well, had to have it. Good pass out from Zach.
It feels like Illinois is playing 4-on-5 in the half court right now with Ty Rodgers being guarded by Edey.
And Jones with a tough finish down the lane.
That's where he's excelled this year. 64%. Instead, Purdue looking to grab their largest lead of the night. Good kick out. Jones on alone. Yes.
Braden Smith is so calm, cool, and collected when he comes to a
almost averaging a double-double. The only one averaging a double-double has the ball right now at 23 and 10. Up top to Lawyer. Second three of the night for the Boilers.
He sets the tone defensively for this team with ball pressure, physicality, a want-to, gets another open look.
And his third three of the second half.
There's been a point of emphasis for Coach Payne all season long. Take care of the basketball, be simple, shoot the open ones, and don't try to do too much. Like that play right there. Fletcher Lawyer didn't have it, played off the pump fake, got to his spot.
Tap out from Edey. Lawyer corrals. And puts it in from downtown. 9 points for
Zach Edey's going to contest. Someone's got to have his back and have that backside rebound.
Edey's been held to 2 points. Kaufman-Renn has not.
they're going to pick you apart all night long. You've got to be physical with their guards.
Kaufman-Renn was surprisingly open.
Kaufman-Renn is just doing a great job of finding space.
Edey on the steal. Purdue looking to run. Morton parking in the corner. Leave it. Edey. Great pass inside. And the finish from Gillis.
How about the big fella at 7'4", running the floor under all game long. Caleb Love coming off. The weak side help's not there. And Umar Ballo going up and tearing the rim off.
Lawyer. Big response.
Just not good enough on the rotation.
Smith leaves it. Kaufman-Renn around the horn for Lawyer. Lawyer, long strides.
He's got two more.
He is doing it all. It's on the defensive end.
Playing in that drop defensive coverage, allow that mid-range jumper. Both coaches are hoping for inside-outside games.
Just like that, Braden Smith, splash.
And you can...
Smith, inside Edey. Double comes, back to Smith.
Step into a three, bullseye.
Arizona again has just been late on that. These initial post feeds have just been difficult. Now you got the double, and if you can get it out, Purdue has opportunities. Braden Smith. That's just a step-in three. Alabama's getting to the right side of the rim.
That was a great look from our crew there. That's why the gamble got made. Mason Gillis for the first Purdue lead today. He's done it.
Well, big-time action drawn up out of the time. Just lock in 20 wins over the last 5 years. He has gotten it done. Developed players and won at a high level. Lawyer, the offensive rebound with the three. What a look, though, from Zach
Edey, there's that trap. Passes out of it easily to Mason Gillis.
You bring that trap. That time DeSante Bowen gets caught just fault.
Under 3.5 to go in this first half. All Purdue so far. Lawyer drives inside. Freeman challenges, and Lawyer just goes right through him for points 7 and 8.
Baseline and back out. There's Edey. Double comes back to Lawyer. The open man. The three.
He's not going to get credit for this play, but just because Braden Smith...
Cross lane pass from Edey and got it there for Mason Gillis. What a find. Crowd wants to travel.
For crazy numbers on backup because it just lets the perimeter be so open.
Smith with a long jumper, and it's good for the first points of the night. He'll get the ball back, pitch it out to Lawyer. The talented shooter won't go, but Kaufman-Renn with the putback. One thing.
Yeah, maybe to encourage him not to do that again. It's just tough because that fall, suddenly momentum really is going in their way.
Edey into Kaufman-Renn, and he just shows you why he is so good working inside on that defender.
Edey draws two, skip pass. Smith, good look for three. That double team came, and Zach Edey took his time, surveyed the floor. But Purdue's defense so far really stifled that three-point attack. Colvin, he'll try again up top. He came off that handoff, and there was no...
Zaynoun check back into the game. Easy inbounds play, and that's another three-point shot for Canada as Alexander Walker now joined.
Wow. Bell Haynes showing has just been, it's like a shooting machine out there this game.
Wall and Winter, three apiece. Smith, 3 fouls for Purdue. Dump it down low. Edey put it down low, and Wisconsin takes it away.
Great dig by Hepburn.
Wisconsin looking to Smith, floated up. Edey, catch. Edey lost it out of bounds.
Blackwell, Bird, with those hands in the right spot. They are so sound defensively. They just set his guy right away.
Edey, body bump, and it is going to be a travel.
Give credit to Stephen Crowell inside, competing with Edey. You always have Edey as an outlet.
Yeah. There it is, good call. They
Pop it in, and
nobody back.
Edey could not get it cleanly to Smith because it was deflected out of bounds.
Set play. Smart.
Edey. Cooper inside, ball knocked free. Hall with the takeaway.
Walker
in transition. +1. Double comes, and Edey trying to wrestle out of it. And we will have a tie-up, and it's Wisconsin basketball to the dismay of the crowd.
The Badgers really aggressive.
We saw his father at senior day the other day. His dad, Tim, former player. As we get a foul called, it's the knee of Zach Edey, says John Gaffney. There's a hush that's come over this arena for the moment. Edey backs in. Klesmit got the hand in.
Good help defense. I thought Edey took one too many dribbles.
Now
They're talking about
station
reviewing this, right? But I thought you had to call it a goaltend in order to review it. I mean, Tony Allen was such an effective defender, great cutter, ball mover, screener. You could model his game off him and certainly learn some things.
Edey had it stripped. Illini, no real number.
We're not going to talk about bogeys, okay?
We're not.
But okay, we're going to leave that alone. But it doesn't matter. That one, but the awareness, too, of Malik Hall to recognize the shot clock is almost about to hit 0 to get the shot up.
7. I don't think Smith realizes it. Now he does. Edey does with 2 on the shot clock.
I think that was key down below, wasn't it?
It was.
Edey brought that ball down, which he doesn't do. Nothing on the offensive glass for Ohio State. Gale, the only one trying to get along the baseline.
Called on Zach Edey. He just couldn't corral it and it's knocked away.
You just can throw a fastball up there. Watch out, folks.
Matt Painter taking some contacts. Here come the Buckeyes battle again for 3.
More now. Here we go. Over the top, though.
Gillis was there to clean it up. Edey has it out of the way. Key's hands have been excellent today.
They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry.
High step into the basket, laying it in. Buckeyes. And a timeout call.
Yeah, before he got to the out of bounds.
Nope, they said he went out. They said he went out. No, he said he called a timeout. My bad.
It's okay. They're trying to get into the big guy. Here he is.
Remember, Key has 4 fouls.
Nice hands on. We've seen it 5 times or so this afternoon.
And Thornton is fouled up top by Lawyer.
And to an 11-point lead. Lawyer spinning. Edey knocked loose and taken away. Mitchell right to the rim. Purdue, number 2 in the land, 22-2 overall. They've won 8 straight, but here's Zach Edey getting whistled for a hit. That stops the bleeding. Purdue into Edey. Here comes the double. And throws it away. 2-on-1. And Lawyer got a hand in there, and they're going to call a foul.
With a sense of urgency there, though, from Purdue to contest that shot.
Edey. Wait, travel before the dunk.
And Parker Fox, I think, just pulled.
In rebounding for Zach Edey.
Those long rebounds, guards gobble up, and Smith is doing an outstanding job of doing that offensive foul on the weak side here.
Averaging 5 rebounds a game.
Its first 4 attempts of the day.
Klesmit with a nice little shortcut on that handle.
Morton not looking to shoot. It's going the other way. The screen set out front. Country number 1 in the Big Ten.
Nice job there with the still.
Entry. Edey stripped of the ball and stolen away by Winter.
Caught for the spot.
Blackwell vacate that area. Smith for Edey.
Nice this play. What
Double.
a nice 2-man play.
Dump down. Bodies go down. Kaufman Wren along with Wall and a turnover.
Got 5-on-4.
Which way to get around Edey could not.
A whirling dervish to no avail.
Edey back in. Travel.
It's about the only way to stop him.
He goes down to get it, scramble for it, and a tie-up will give it to Northwestern. Matt Painter, head coach of the Purdue Boilermakers, looking for win
for quite some time.
Yeah, the heart's got to be beating a little bit faster playing here. There's that trap again, and it forces the turnover.
Good trap.
Boom, pushing end to end. Braden Smith.
The double comes late, and he double dribbled. Or they'll call it a walk. They'll give him a travel rather than a double dribble. Team now as we approach the intermission. Oh, yeah, that's a walk. He just lost his footing down there that time. He was headed to the deck
as soon as he received the ball. Rutgers, they cut it to 11. They're 1 of 9 from downtown. And again, no help for Amore. He walked. That's the one bit of help that Zach can give you.
Braden Smith up top. Edey gathers. But he brought it down to his waist, and they're going to get it for the travel.
That pass is a little bit better from Braden Smith.
Meanwhile, Mbako has all 7 IU points and is now on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Xavier Johnson, who had been starting, has been benched the last 2 games, and he draws the offensive foul on the illegal screen from Edey. Johnson, heavy pressure on Smith, gets rid of it. Another hook pass inside for Edey. Oh, a great help. Anthony Walker vacuums it in. Johnson the other
sandwich. When the opponent is
very upfront with what they're looking
right.
for.
I mean, it's just like, let's just be clear.
A good trap by Penn State right there.
Another turnover, and this is what Penn State will do to you. They force the most. It was Clary. Kaufman ran. Gonna let him shoot it. He misses it. And Edey able to corral the board, but he turns it over, gives it back to Baldwin.
Trey Kaufman-Renn's not going to shoot the first.
Gillis will try another. Edey the rebound, had it knocked away, gets it between his legs there, but he's called for a travel.
All right, there are so many 7-footers that can't
pull a lot of that. Nice move by Heidi, and that's going to be basket interference.
Well, in Europe, that would be a tremendous play. But unfortunately, in the United States, the
rules are a little different here.
Yes.
Team is there. Smith is wide open. Edey finds him. Shot won't go. Rebound to Edey, and he stepped on the line. He said, I'm pushed. Ref disagrees. Said he stepped right there on the white line. Possession.
Field early.
Hard fall there. No call goes with it as Mason Gillis checks in for Purdue, and Purdue offensively continues to struggle.
Now 2 for his last 14 dating back to Illinois.
Edey was calling for the basketball and had it hit right off his hands and out of bounds and bounced.
That went right through his.
Damask again. Well, he just kind of blew a tire there going up. But how about Goody? He can't get it though.
But even without Terrence Shannon, I think Illinois still could be the second best team in the Big Ten.
Oh, bad pass by Edey and a turnover.
Wants to get it inside to Edey. Backing down Reese. Extra steps.
How about that effort by Julian Reese? He has to guard the pick and roll.
Crossover. Count it. Jameer Young with a game-high 17 points and a chance to make it far as he waits for his teammates to join him here. Another look to Edey. That's fine defense there by Reese. Knocked it away and also off of Edey to come back the other way.
Nothing
that gave Purdue back the #1 ranking. Back inside to Edey. And that's a travel before the ball went in. Fans behind us were calling for those steps. Coming off the bench now, just another example of the kind of depth that Painter has going for him this year.
Yeah, it could be a different guy that contributes on both ends of the floor as we see Maryland get the steal there.
You got to have confidence when you go out there on the floor, and these sophomore guards have it.
That was a great feed by Smith, and then Edey throws it away, trying to save it. Numbers for EKU. Comer.
And wrestle for the ball. Edey gets it back, but Powell's there to strip.
That's going up.
And it's not going down, but an offensive rebound for Powell.
And the thing about it is, Nia Black is going to drive that basketball again right into Zach Edey's chest. He does not care whether if it goes in or if it gets blocked. He's going to play the same way.
Payne is in there on Edey.
Edey gets caught outside Lawyer. Trying to get it back to him. They do. Working on Ballo. Had it stripped. Johnson on the help. Larson the other way. Sidestep. Had it stripped back. Out of bounds off Larson. It's one of the best defenses in college basketball. 6 to shoot.
Got a little sloppy here.
And there's a turnover. Johnson ahead of the pack. Oh, it's showtime. Keyshawn Johnson. Off the screen. Leave it. Gillis thought about it. Now inside Edey. Double team comes.
That's 3 in the key.
And it is. Another Purdue turnover.
And it's just been out of up to 20 points. Edey mishandled it initially. Gets it back and throws it away. Taken away by Bradley. Numbers, lob it up. Larson guides it in.
Here, Edey. That jumper is no good for Braden Smith. And down on the ground, Edey fighting for it. And here comes Alabama. It's a scrappy Alabama team. Ryla, where he started growing up, then went to Ohio, proved a lot of people wrong about what his ceiling could be. And Edey downstairs is fouled.
They navigate and manage that.
The guys with 3 fouls. Edey, nice help from Nelson that time, prying it loose.
Boy, Edey just never looked comfortable. A nice play by Nelson to crash down. Now run the flow. A Hawkeye offense is not ready to let it fly when they're getting it on in transition.
Edey has it poked free by Cricky. Good defense by the Valparaiso transfer.
Fifth. Edey posting. There's the double. And a takeaway by Bowie. Numbers for Northwestern. The pass ahead to Ty Berry. And a 2-0 Northwestern lead.
Career at Princeton. You've got to be closer.
And that's going to be a travel. Martinelli ran at Edey with that. 3 minutes from out of the court storm. Intercepted.
And can Edey go to work? Do they double? There it comes with Sean Jones. Boy, that pass almost stolen, and in fact it is. Chase Ross. A lead help defender. Edey double team. And this one is stolen. Cam Jones has a trailer, didn't.
Ball pressure's the key. Because you're not going to ask Joplin, no matter who, to keep it out of there. If you can pressure the passer, you've got a chance to take away vision.
And traveling called on Edey.
On our Wednesday night.
If our bosses can convince us to leave Hawaii, we'll be out. Lawyer, and away from the ball. We got a call going against Purdue.
Looks like it.
Making life difficult for Braden Smith. Into the backcourt, but Jones had a hand on it, so they play on. Edey tried to find first, but they turn it over.
It's so difficult to get a clean. They never take a play off.
Edey has it stolen away. Ross. Play 3. Greg is in the game with 3. Braden Huff is returned.
Greg pushed him a step off the lane.
Tipped away by Hickman. And fouled.
Confidently and knocked into one in transition right there.
And now he just crowded Lawyer and forced him to give up the ball. There is Edey, and it knocked away to the end line. Beautiful hands by Oliveri.
And that's why you come on the dipper. And then the individual defensive stance has been there. Zach going to the left shoulder once again, but Usman able to knock it away.
It's going to be Xavier Ball.
Bill's the first player from his high school to sign with the D1 men's basketball team. Edey he does not get fouled as that one is punched out. And a turnover forced by Morehead State. Open look from 3. Gillis is slow to get up after he hits the floor. 15 on the shot clock. That went off the arms of Edey. A bad pass from Braden Smith. The rare hiccup coming from this Purdue offense.
Purdue in his mid-30s and has just done a phenomenal job of leading this program. Edey had it knocked away and a jump ball, and it'll be Samford basketball.
Edey got the offensive rebound stripped away. And Lebanon. Spellman stops, pops his three-point shot in front of the iron.
Jones, great defense. Edey the hit ahead. Jones, soft touch.
Hawkins up top, way up top. I think he was probably thinking, I have to get this higher than Zach Edey.
For Indiana, Ware didn't play the last 7 minutes because of foul trouble. And Galloway throws it away on their first possession.
Now's the play coming for what they're bringing. Speaking of that rebounding, Purdue is plus 13 on the glass tonight, and there's a turnover for Illinois.
duo is emerging as one of the best in the country, and they have tested it time and again against the nation's best. Shot clock turned off to end the half.
With that dribble handoff to get him downhill, deceptively quick all the way to the basket.
Boswell, oh, Bolo wasn't ready for it, and Lawyer continues to be effective on the defensive end. That's it. Lewis back on the floor. Leave it for Larson, who's been quiet. Bounce it inside, off the shin of Bolo. Purdue out and running again with Lawyer. Cross on Love, side step.
Ross spinning on Lawyer. Now Sean Jones. Lost it on the way up, and Edey's got it.
A great job by Lance Jones to stay in front.
Their fun is doing hard things well, and they like to do hard things.
Huff turns it over, Purdue ball.
Now, Purdue doesn't take second place to people in competitiveness.
Just pound the offensive glass, try to get the ball inside, get to the free throw line. But I think Gonzaga's defense has been excellent in this one.
A high percentage look, to say the least, for Zach Edey, who's up to 7.
From underneath out of bounds, he was able to catch, receive right at the rim. Oh,
catch, receive. That was tough for Enze.
Enze just couldn't grab it inside. A good play. Good.
Don't need a three, but he needs to shoot this basketball.
Back it goes. Booker for three. In and out. The rebound.
To get that rhythm dribble, then he's able to get that shot up and in.
Matt Painter told us earlier that's the biggest difference in Braden Smith this year, is that he's creating offense to get team with you, Jim. And Michigan State is still a tournament team. I'm just saying that if you do lose 5 in a row to close the regular season, people will have questions. Edey out on Booker. And
in the game by Purdue, they're not making their threes, but they're rebounding the ball on the offensive end, and they're getting it inside to Edey.
Jackson, three. Oh, okay.
Lost it going up. They're going to call a foul, though, and send Parker Fox to the line.
Hunger will try from deep. And Luke Hunger, who's 5,
been looking for his own offense since then.
23 in that one. He was ridiculously good in that game. Here's Hunger. He'll try from deep. Luke Hunger can't get it to
shot the three. He could have gotten the mid-range, and he showed that he could also get all the way to the rim. He had every option available to him right there. Cheddar responds. That's so tough to guard. The shooting around him is just phenomenal.
Howard gets rid of it. Reed working on Edey inside. The spin. Can't score.
Edey was right there.
Kaufman-Wren. Trey Kaufman-Wren had 23 a few games ago against Illinois, and then has been quiet, but a good bucket there. And on the other end, it's Owen Freeman. This is their leader, Tony Perkins, giving it up. Cricky, the transfer, and he draws the foul on Zach Edey. That is only the first on the Purdue big man.
Ethan Morton in there, trying to guard Baldwin. Here's O'Boyle for three, well off the mark, and Morton.
Deep range.
We talked about it. He's been massive against Nebraska. 24 a game last year in those two.
Aspen liking it from deep.
He's going to have those opportunities. With those top of the key post entry feeds, there's no help side. You can't double the post. And Edey's just taking really practice hooks out there with that right hand. Hawkins got a good look. And who wins out? Is it the dominant interior presence, or is it the skill in the three-point shooting?
Well, we saw FDU pull him out last year in the NCAA tournament. Forced him to
8 to shoot. Bowen in the paint. Way off the mark. Edey rips the rebound away.
Because you know it's a 100% shot at the rim.
There's Bowie. Back out it goes. Hunger. Tries again.
Purdue is going to live with that.
Yeah.
I know that that's something that...
9 on the shot clock for Bowie. At the top, Hunger. Lays it home.
Officials tonight, Brian Dorsey, DJ Carstensen, Mason Seiler. And the first shot of the game off the mark for Texas.
He's going to run a lot of offense through Iguodaro. There's the handoff. He gets it back from Kolek and puts it in.
Well, another player, he's seeing a big bucket right now after that 27-point performance in the semifinal against Tennessee.
Ben Gold made a couple of threes in the semis, misses his first percentage follow.
Well, the play's not over after you run Mason Gillis off the three-point line.
Ben Gold for three. Gillis the rebound.
Easier to see, but
Stevie Mitchell on the drive, slithering through, but a block from behind by Edey.
Marquette to get a clean pass because Marquette is so active with their hands. Joplin knocking that away on the cut by Caleb First.
Gold a little short on the three.
They can't do it.
He's averaging about 28 minutes per game, and he's easily capable of playing 32 to 34 minutes. As Edey, who can step out and knock there
and shoot that little jump hook.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. Ryan Nemhard, again, as Jay mentioned, was here with Creighton last year. Nolan Hickman and
Fun is doing hard things well, and they like to do hard things.
Huff turns it over. Purdue ball.
Now Purdue doesn't take second call. There's no question he got fouled there, but able to go through it and still make the bucket.
Greg for three. And the rebound down to Jones.
Pound the offensive glass, try to get the ball inside, get to the free throw line. But I think Gonzaga's defense has been excellent in this one.
A high percentage look to save the lead.
Won't post all that much to see these Purdue doubles. They rotate out of it so well.
Ike with the shot clock running down has to try another one, and a foul underneath. 20, 22, 24. He's out there playing 30, 32 minutes a game.
Why would you take him out?
Ike's open again. Made a couple early.
Double team. We're going to keep an eye on this as we watch this game from Xavier. Didn't come until Zach Edey placed the basketball on the deck.
And where will the double team come from as a
Graziani. At shore. He can't hit for three, and the rebound comes.
There is not much airtime under that pass. That's a rocket from Edey. Braden Smith paying it off with the corner three.
At shore attacks, and he is fouled. Freshman Miles Colvin on the floor for the first time for Purdue. Where's number 5 at shore up top for three. That's short into the hands of
Edey. Clock winding down, finds Spellman, takes the contact and somehow finishes in the lane. So we've talked about it a lot. The Spellman takes Edey up the dribble, and that's going to be his 3rd and 1 in this game. So he'll get to go to the free throw line again.
I thought Edey took one too many dribbles there. He could have got to his right hook, but Max Klesmit with the steal.
Rowell bumped right into Edey and lost the ball. It's a turn.
3 for 5 to start this game. Shannon on the attack. Bates Edey bounces inside. Rogers couldn't handle it.
Great defense by Zach Edey that time on the anticipation.
That's the exact reason you saw it in that first matchup, as Robbie had mentioned. Damask on the take. Leave it. Rogers again for 2.
They found something.
So the Wolverines started the day short-handed, Kevin, and they've got foul trouble, which makes them even shorter-handed. Jackson and Edey was right there, holding his brother
and lay it out there for your teammate. It almost sounded like Matt Painter and the coaching staff had long talks with Smith on 2 levels. Zampara can't convert the jab.
Hawkins up top, way up top. I think he was probably thinking, I have to get this higher than Zach Edey.
Majority of his times at the free throw line, it's been 1 of 2. Good pass.
And Payne, and that's a foul on Edey. That's 4.
He better be. He starts.
Galloway has to stay aggressive, guarded by Lawyer. Gets to the hole, lobs it in. The 2-hand jam by Ware for Indiana. Ware didn't play the last 7 minutes because of foul trouble. And Galloway throws it away on their first possession. Galloway, pick and roll. Lobs it. Bam! Oh! Ware couldn't keep it down.
Radar in regards to #1 picks, or high picks, low picks in the draft.
Inside, nice look as Ware lays it.
Crowd keep it moving. Klesmit.
Nice play. Credit to
the rim on a pick and roll.
How good was
just 2 for Wisconsin. 8 seconds left. Hepburn using the double screen out front. Now he draws Edey.
Nice
the cutter, and it's Wall on the finish. What a feed! Scores here this afternoon. Hepburn feed it. Crowell. It's denied. And it's Edey.
That's only one shot attempt for Bowie tonight, no points.
Yeah, no, but you know what? He kind of played his way into the game against Ohio State, too. Their balance was what was so impressive, and that's a great two-man game, and this is going to be the guy that brings them home.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, Bowie. Seeing Barnheiser at 36 minutes a game is a bit of a surprise. Good work inside by Hunger.
He got right to the chest.
They say that basket counted too. Well, maybe they were going to say that. Nope, they didn't. I thought for a moment they were going to give basket interference too, but
First career double-double for the big fella. Dix, nice wraparound to Freeman.
Hesitation, though.
He overpowers Sparks. Nice job defensively by the transfer.
Just hung in there.
Johnson the other end. Pocket pass. Sparks to the rim. Was an extended absence now from this game after the 2 early
But why not
fouls.
go back to it? At this point, I mean, you're down almost 20. Peyton Sparks, that's another miss.
Johnson? Now Baldwin. Nice pass for O'Boyle cutting to the hoop.
Really, what? Penn State just trailing the whole way. Easy bucket for Lawyer at the rim.
Wahab. Blocked by Edey. This weekend, and he can do it for free.
Well, Penn State's wrestling program is a machine.
Phenomenal. The reigning national champs. As Lilly throws down the jam. In fact, they won the last.
We'll see if they can knock some of them down here in the second half.
Tominaga can get going offensively at half number 2, and he just threw this basketball away as he tried to sneak.
Drawing up a game plan that certainly has been the recipe so far to be up 10 with the under 4 beating the #1 team in the country. Williams
slips it through to Allen. Because if you get lazy, you build bad habits. You go out there to Maryland, you're going to turn it over there too.
Cozart, nice little bunny hook in the lane. Duo is emerging as one of the best in the country, and they have tested it time and again against the nation's best. Shot clock turned off to end the half. Walker with 3 fouls. Cozart regathers and sneaks it in past the 7'4" Zach Edey.
Foul shots in Toronto, the game against Alabama.
A little home cooking from those rims. Lob it up, slam it home!
Oh, yes.
It's a Bolo bash!
With that dribble handoff to get him downhill, deceptively quick all the way to the basket.
Boswell, oh, Bolo wasn't ready for it, and Lawyer continues to be effective. Lewis back on the floor. Leave it for Larson, who's been quiet. Bounce it inside, off the shin of Bolo. Purdue out and running again with Lawyer.
Purdue have some nasty assists to turnover and pick up.
Those LA Fitness runs are different, as is Bolo's bounce.
Yeah, Ethan Morton needed a lifeline, and he found his way to the middle of the floor, and then a strong drive.
Freeman challenged by Edey, blocked. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay.
Building the atmosphere, the crowd is ready to go. This is what you love about Big Ten basketball.
Trying the alley-oop and a little oops inside. Nicholson.
His percentage is good enough, and that's something that opponents are going to have to worry about all year long. Good pass.
An excellent finish through traffic by Blake.
Jones is going to be in charge of checking Bowie, and really for Purdue, there haven't been many who have been able to contain his bounce tonight.
Here's Bowie. He's got Jones on his hip. The drop. The lob. Couldn't catch. And blanketed, and a tie-up keeps it with Northwestern.
And that's where
Fletcher Lawyer struggled in Purdue's first ball game, but not since. What a pass. Cam Jones to Oso Ighodaro. Marquette.
2-0 for 2 early. Here's Davion McKnight getting it into the lane, and then close range.
From underneath out of bounds, he was able to catch, receive right at the rim. Oh,
kind of catch receive. That was tough for Enze.
This stage. And Jeff, opponents are trying to control tempo on the USA. They're trying to dictate the game to them. Beautiful delivery from Halliburton. One way the USA.
Same kind of a play. What do you want to do if you're Edey? Wall loves to bounce. Traffic is heavy. Traffic is heavy.
Edey gets the block. Didn't pay the total single-season record for assists in Purdue basketball history.
Wall trying to get the fouls off his head, too.
The rip move didn't work. Out of bounds.
And Bert, you remember up in Wisconsin.
Purdue up by 1. 7:46 to go. Storr drives in, denied. And Miles Colvin was there.
Oh, wow. What a play. The block.
Coach of the Year, his co-coach of the year, Fred Hoiberg, will be on this network tonight when Nebraska makes their tournament debut. There's Edey with the swat. What a recovery to bat away the Aiken State. Holloman against Heidi. Oh, Edey changed that shot and a foul called. As we'll take the other.
There's Klesmith for Stephen Crowell. Edey shows a little bit. Off the catch, A.J. Storr like he did against Edey at the Kohl Center, and this time he's wiped out. Two Monday Night Football helmets crashing into one another. A.J. Storr weaving through. Edey got a hand involved.
Crowell has really done a nice job of trying to get there really quick because Edey is getting to his move.
21 and 10 for Edey. A.J. Storr blocked by Edey, engulfed by Edey.
He's got the physicality and the size to deal with some of the problems Damas can give you. As we say that, what a block.
Edey erases it. Sped ball.
Shooting that, but he's taking this.
Shannon, give and go. Hawkins, blocked.
Great block.
Edey, oh, he stares him down.
Another rebound, Holloman. Aikens flipped it to the corner. Hogard met by Edey. Cooper, strong rebound. 54 and 9 the last 2 years, the record for Purdue. Hogard had it pancaked by Edey.
Oh, what a to see. How does he fare against one of the better defensive centers in the league?
We talked about how difficult Mackey Arena is. It's not supposed to be because of the rims being tough, as there's a block by Edey against Amori. So did the crowd.
It came off his hand like it either slipped out or they just drilled his arm.
Another offensive rebound. Palmquist.
Already in this first half.
That's behind you.
There's the pass. Edey off his feet. It blocked away.
Oh, yeah, that's some athletic ability just then.
Here's Jones to the basket. Thornton back in so that knee's feeling better.
Yeah, a pretty big possession right here for Ohio State.
And that shot blocked away by Edey.
Good look.
And then the steal by the Buckeyes.
He's looking for it to leave his hands for that bounce.
Thornton against Jones. Blocked away by Edey.
Not a good decision, right? We've seen good decisions. Good move.
Knocked loose and taken away. Mitchell right to the rim. But too much traffic.
I like the look there. The throw.
Where? Mbaka. Leo. Nice look. Renew underneath the basket. Had it blocked and out of bounds. Goes off of his leg. Down the lane. Sparks. Leads in. Contested by Edey.
Early ball screen.
Probing. Drop step. Denied. Do not go in there on Zach Edey.
I do like that quick move.
Here this afternoon. Hepburn feed it. Crowell. It's denied. And it's Edey.
And nobody helped Crowell out, though. 6 assists so far by Wall. Look at this.
Wall.
Stymie. And
knock away. Wall. Rejected by Edey.
And Martin part of the mix, too.
Bowie into the backcourt. Off he goes with 3 seconds. With 2 seconds. The floater. Short. Edey rebounds it. He wanted a timeout. We've hit zeros on the clock.
Davis on the switch, right by Edey, and he's blocked. The extension a little much, even though he had the mismatch that Rutgers has had.
Scarlet Knights have had some putback points, second chance opportunities. Mag again rejected by Edey. Simpson with a fadeaway. Griffiths working on Lawyer. Bounce pass entry. Omori rejected by Edey. That was an easy one for him to take down.
Indeed, he should have passed that basket.
Mag has really struggled offensively today, giving it up. Here's Griffiths again. Short-armed it one more time on the teardrop. Stayed with it though. Edey rejected him.
And he'll learn.
But anytime I can tell you, it's a great moment. Oh, I look forward to your telly. Tremendous. I'm trying to find one more keyword, but it can't come to me in the moment. Edey nearly had the rebound and knocked away there.
Just gotten on there.
See what Iowa can do here out of the timeout. They go to Freeman. He drives it right at Edey, but he rejects it.
He took that contact and just stayed right into play. Most guys are going back. They've been flashing their four to that high post, top of the key area, and Zach Edey doing his thing on these middle post-ups.
Got a couple of blocks to boot, but Freeman cleans it all up.
Edey again with great post position.
Purdue back up 12. Iowa cannot seem to get it within 8, and a great block there by Edey.
Give Iowa credit because this has felt like it's kind of gotten away from them, but they are just hanging in here.
And Perkins, that time again disrupted by Edey.
I said it a moment ago, solid than that. He's a little out of control, goes flying by, and Edey got a pretty good look.
And Bacco on Lawyer. And Bacco remaining aggressive. Oh, swatted by Edey. Smith the other way. Lawyer running with.
Was necessarily great, but it goes right through the hands of Wahab, and Purdue making Penn State pay for that press.
Clary can't get it to go. Gillis the rebound. Edey, by the way, in double figures for the 6th.
Penn State just trailing the whole way. Easy bucket for Lawyer at the rim.
Wahab blocked by Edey.
I understand it's
who he thinks are better shooters than they have shown to this point. And Zach Hicks is certainly on that list as Edey comes up with a block on Kanye Clary.
Look at the push here. There, little post trap, and then you see that rotation.
So the paint mask would start offensively, and now an air ball to go along with what was a good start. Here's Williams. Now Mass sizing him up.
That he's got to just go play, but this round won by Edey with that length and size.
Smith finding an easy one.
So 5-0, Illinois driving with Guerrier, and he lost control as he ran into Edey. And an early turnover. Braden Smith has half of Purdue's 14, and they lead it by 10. Here's Hawkins. Edey with a block.
Boy, but the patience. He stayed down on multiple head fakes. Edey does.
Purdue's only loss of the season, December 1 at Northwestern. Good look inside to Geronimo. And the ball swatted away. It'll stay right here with Maryland.
Cozart late in the time. Rejected by Zach Edey. Walker. Oh, my, volleyball spike by Zach Edey. Sends Walker to the floor.
To this basketball game.
Back on the floor after sitting with the 2 fouls several minutes ago. And that is absolutely swallowed up. Zach Edey with the block. That he's a good three-point shooter again, right?
Yes, we do. We want him to hit one.
Run him a down screen. Come on. Oh. Bread and butter. The dunks and the blocks. He's trailing.
Players in all the country. It's like he's just going to shake it off and play through it.
Coming off a career-high 21-point game. Oh, Edey meets Johnson, and the follow from Bolo.
That's going to be a decent
team in America as Lance Jones is doing everything right now.
How many times have we seen Purdue's guards drive aggressively and their bigs just seal the lane?
14 for Jones, though.
Nathan Morton needed a lifeline, and he found his way to the middle of the floor, and then a strong drive.
Freeman challenged by Edey, blocked. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawkeyes. Back to Creek.
Scoring. It hasn't been so good tonight, but I think that he is certainly acclimated pretty well so far.
Oh, Edey cleaning it up inside. Goodness.
Oh, This is what you love about Big Ten basketball.
Trying the alley-oop and a little oops inside. Nicholson blocked by Edey, and here comes Purdue. There's Bowie trying to work against Morton again. Now Edey inside, blocking his path. He'll block the shot as well. And the rebound scooped up by Smith. Eyes up as he brings it up the floor.
Here. For the Cats, they've got to find somebody outside of Ty Berry and Boo Buie to get on the board here.
Oh, Edey, just an angry swat of that one. It goes out of bounds off the leg of one of the Cats, and it'll belong.
What a luxury it is when your point guard goes in there, digs boards out, and just pushes the tempo right away.
No, look who it is. Braden Smith. Scoop. Multi. Went right at Edey. Then a rejection by Trey Kaufman-Renn.
Going up.
Offense go. Smith with 8 assists to go along with 19 points, 7 rebounds. Edey sends him back.
Well, Braden Smith is looking to run every time down. And here
easier to see, but Stevie Mitchell on the drive, slithering through, but a block from behind by Edey. Marquette keeps attacking the paint. They're leading. Braden Smith just a little too late at the end of the clock to find that opening. Possession by possession, the Marquette fans getting noisier. Edey altered, may have deflected that, and back from the boy. Took me to a great Canadian delicacy. He wanted me to experience Canada. He took me to Subway. I did. And much to my dismay, he's been talking about it ever since.
Edey spent some time with the Canadian national team this year. Played sparingly, but played in the World Cup. And has been part of their national program for a couple of years. Just blocked a shot. EK knocks her, and 36 points in this game, 43 points in that. I mean, she became must-see TV.
She's the Mia Hamm of basketball.
What a block. Edey got a piece of it. His second block already. Got to respect it. And Nembhard leads the Zags up the court.
Nice little baseline drive, baseline drift by Colvin.
And another block by Edey, rejecting a shot from his former team.
Usman driving on Edey.
Oh, no, sir.
Jones. The Boilermakers miss 3 early in the clock for McKnight. Rebound for Usman. Claude met by Edey, and that does not go terribly well. Being selfless by letting you do it is what's happening here. Yeah, and you guys are the former players, right? Oh boy, Edey bats that away from Green. That's his 3rd block already.
No, but you know personnel on the floor, and you know that Ethan Morton is going to be a trail guy a lot of the time.
Oh boy, Oliveri had it pancaked, and this will...
That defensive end. Shot clock at 4. Edey tries to block it. Gillis with a rebound. York. Thelwell. Ricks gets his own putback.
I mean, that is just phenomenal. The confidence to go up against.
As it falls through the net.
Well, the ball was waiting to decide whether it was going to fall or not. A great alley-oop. Great chemistry there. And once again, it's Joe leading that charge as he holds the ball.
The makers to begin the year, and the lead is 13. Jones around Edey. Allen Spack has it swatted away by Edey. 7 to shoot, and we have a timeout
on this group, and certainly Miles Colvin, no shortage of people he can lean on.
Hicks the miss, and Shore had it swatted away. Second block for Zach Edey, averaged 2 blocks per. 33% last year. He's made 4 out of 6 so far to start his 23-24 season. Denied by Kaufman-Renn, denied by Edey. Good luck. Kaufman-Renn. Campbell with 5 to shoot. He'll drive. Knocked away by Edey. 2 seconds to shoot. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Purdue has had some
block already. And the Sword nowhere to go. Already got block once. Kicks it out. Francisco. Ooh. Nice take. Gobert there.
Ball clanging into Kaufman-Renn. He's met there by the body of Trey Kaufman-Renn. A ball fake from Crowell. Klesmet in the corner. No. This guard tandem of Smith and Lawyer continues to ramp it up into March.
And they're feasting at the rim right now. I mean, they are, and Wisconsin is so worried
in the ball game.
That's almost a spitting image of what they were in the first meeting.
To the corner. Try it again. Same result.
Matt Painter talking to Jeffrey Anderson, thinking there was some contact there.
Guerrier all alone for three.
Maturation and going through and being a head coach for 20 years.
Nice strip by Danger on Edey. Skip it. Shannon, three. No. Danger's there for the offensive board.
It's catching that thing, Steve.
I'm telling you.
Is so close to the rim.
Hawkins, a deep one. Short.
Yeah, Coleman trying to flip the matchup in his favor. I think he's going to have.
Purdue had missed their first 4 from 3. They've made 3 of their last 4. Damask inside. Shannon will fade away. Oh, the follow! Ty Hawkins with 6. Working on Gillis. Kick it. 3-ball. Corner. No. A little too strong from Hansberry.
He's made one this year.
About Zach Edey in the Athletic the other day, and part of that was about Edey as a young hockey player getting called for penalties simply because of small movements. As there's a 3.
Up and down a little bit, you can have Malik Hall in there a little bit, but that's dictated kind of the wins and losses and the ebbs and flows of this Michigan State team.
There is Xavier Booker. High school, Booker and Smith reacquainting themselves here at Mackey. Booker again. Why not over?
Total in the previous 10 games. And people were raving about his performance.
He's really an athletic guy. And
Howard with a 3. No, they get a 2.
They've had to take tough shots.
Howard, 3. Rebound.
He's just going to create some contact, and the referee called it against Jones.
In the 2 games from 3 before the Ohio State loss, he only took 1 in that game. Amori knew it was short, and Edey stretched.
Zedke, last year he averaged 11 points per game. He's down to 7.2 this season. But as one of the leaders on this team, he'll take that 3, and it's good. Yeah, they'd love to get him free with some threes. That pass to Mahaffey, and he's able to go for the baseline. Not an easy shot.
Time since his first 2 games of 21-22. Jones with 20 against Wisconsin, and that'll stop.
NCAA tournament, the 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists tells one story, but the bigger story is how he controls the tempo.
And Morton out there on Storr is a great defender. There's the shot you're going to get.
The push shot doesn't go down for Wall. 4-point lead for Purdue.
Keep Edey out of the lane as much as you can.
Handoff. Hepburn. Wall. Oh boy. Way off. Wall.
Once again, if he gets the ball at the high post, he's able to clear the rim for his teammates.
Gonna make a couple of those.
Yep. Right on cue. Cliff Amori again. Boy, that shot from the elbow, this time a little too strong. So he's 1 out of. I realize they're not as fashionable, but they did stay on.
Yes, they did. It's a big shot there.
Well, gotta get it to fall. Yeah.
Helps for the free throw in the rebounding position. You got to get it in, and they do for Reed. The fresh 20. Reed will pull. Too strong. Rebound, Kai. Find his turnaround jumper. Burnett working on Smith on the outside. Cheddar's left all alone. Comes up short.
Offense. Club. Dembele, not normally his thing, off the mark from 3. And a win game here so far. Number 2 Purdue leading Iowa in Iowa City 38-29. Dembele with a 15-footer.
Iowa bigs him. Edey all by himself at the rim.
And Braden Smith, 5 assists, no turnovers so far for the sophomore. Dembele in and out. Purdue rebound.
That backside has got to be there for cutters. You've got to lock in and do what your coaches are asking you to. Otherwise, there can be major breakdowns. Basketball, it just hasn't mattered.
14-7 for Edey. Now Renew will hoist. For Ware, two-man game. Galloway, outside gun, thought about it. Attack mode, kick out. Ware, three ball. No, gun, right there to stick it back. Now for Purdue. Cup directing traffic. Galloway looking to get it inside for Renew.
The mismatch there.
Ware tees up the three and knocks it down.
Well, that he found in the first half.
Ware had the mismatch, didn't use it. Instead, Mbako fires, and he finds it. Cans it
Found
from
it
the
quickly.
outside. He is approaching 3 minutes to play, and Edey is controlling every aspect of this game. Ware the ball fake and the jumper. Short.
A struggle for Purdue at times in the first half.
Rink masked inside, kicks it outside, corner three, you better believe it.
Started out making just 1 out of 12 shots. Long left open. They only have 4 to shoot. He's open again. And misfires. That is off of Brady.
And that leaves Fletcher Lawyer all by himself as the closest man to Zach Edey.
Follow. Deep push shot.
Nelson just coming over and giving some help.
Estrada certainly will shoot, and he buries a three. 5-0 Alabama.
That's a big shot for Estrada to get his game on.
On the skip and a shot fake. Skipping right back the other direction. Right sole for Estrada. That's no good, and it's tipped.
We got Charles Oakley and
Lambier.
The 90s Knicks are out here.
It's a line drive three for Waggy.
That's his first.
These rims don't get used a lot, and they're like, please don't do that to me anymore. Nelson coils into a three. He wanted that the whole way, and he missed it very wide. Estrada for Stevenson. That won't fall, and it's out of bounds to the Boilermakers. Tied out of the SEC. Sears driving on Jones. On the kick out up top. That three won't fall for Griffin.
Walker trying to cross over Smith, weaving inside, fades away over Edey, using the window, it won't go, and he's able to bat that rebound and keep it alive. Spartans need some offense here. Who will provide it? Hogard from the elbow, can't get it to go, but there's Kohler.
There is Storr, arm to arm with Lance Jones. Storr against Edey, no good.
I like the shot though.
A.J. Storr, volume shooter, and rightfully so. He cashes in
on Gillis. Screen from Rogers. The mask, the drive. Nice job. Edey stayed with him. Hawkins couldn't tip it in, and it's out of bounds. Hawkins left.
Torching early, but Illinois starting to get some timely stuff.
Chance to tie or take the lead. To Mask. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, my goodness.
Typically over 40%.
How about the beautifully drawn up play out of the timeout by Matt Painter?
Walker to the rim against Edey.
Beautifully drawn up play coming out of halftime to get Smith right in the lane and able to finish that.
Here's Jaden Akins, obviously deterred by Edey. Akins.
He's got those 3 personal fouls. It's McDaniel trying to weave. Reads.
Under 8 to play. I would think Battle, yeah, he's at the scorer's table. Yeah, he has 3 fouls. He's going to come in soon. Thornton, his jumper good. Going to say you have to make that. Thornton into the paint. Step back over Edey. Got the roll. Well done. Again, he's was 8 in the first half. Thornton over the top again of Edey. It's the 3rd time today.
Gunn as they weave it up top. Galloway played to his left hand. 15-foot floater goes down.
Snaked his way.
That didn't offer him a scholarship, and he was Mr. Basketball in the state. Reverse layup. Galloway goes down. Archie Miller didn't want to.
Point guard by committee, Bird.
Blackwell, the penetration. Gets cut off. The fade over Edey. Rebound in a crowd. It's Wall on the corkscrew.
With himself too. He should be trying to shake it off. I think he prefers the wing, frankly, than he does up top. That one won't fall. Griffiths keeps it alive, though.
On the post, Terrence Reed hanging in there, and a big no call, because that would have been his second.
Williams pops, comes up short. Smith wants the push.
They've been flashing their four to that high post, top of the key area, and Zach Edey doing his thing on these middle post-ups.
Got a couple of blocks to boot, but Freeman clings it for a while. A lot of weight coming down on the top of this building. Perkins drives. What a finish over 7-4 Zach Edey.
No kidding, right?
In the conference, almost 40%. And they're 6 of 15 from outside the arc today. Perkins can't get that one.
Edey again with great post position.
Purdue back up 12. Iowa cannot seem to get it within 8. And a great block there by Edey.
Give Iowa credit, because this has felt like it's kind of gotten away from them, but they are just hanging in here.
And Perkins, that time again disrupted by Edey. Braden Smith has half of Purdue's 14, and they lead it by 10. Here's Hawkins. Edey with a block.
Boy, but the patience. He stayed to rim, and Edey finding him.
And Mason Gillis now with 8, an efficient 3 of 4 from the floor. And there's a good take by Marcus Damask.
They've won 8 of their last 9 games. A little crossover. Jameer Young just continues to struggle.
Pounds and a pair of assists.
That's tough. That is tough. Leave it.
Like you said earlier, Ray, fellas, sometimes some plays take your breath away.
Yes, they do. You got to let.
McCray. Tight dribble. No. Edey rebound.
I just love how McCray has it.
Big crescendo as Edey took that 3. A nice move for McCray to get back inside.
Way back into the top 25, and Purdue is trying to stockpile quality wins.
Pull up Estrada, no dice.
Not make Nate Oates happy. That's the shot.
Guys down 16 on the road. Harding from the elbow, a little leaner, not going to go. Tricky chip.
Barnheiser around the Nicholson screen, picked up by Edey on the switch. He'll shoot it over the big man, can't get the roll. Smith starts it for Purdue.
Got to be in to take Edey, and then playing off a closeout. Fletcher Lawyer doing it right.
Bowie over Edey. Tip up. Hunger can't get the.
Really make an adjustment that gives the lane to Edey.
And the shots have not come out.
Just controlling the game, and I think that he has that ability that he can always turn that dial up on the tempo. That's been something that Purdue has done much more often this year.
You can't shoot in Indiana. They ask you to leave the state. Gold back in playing with 2. We haven't seen Iguodaro in a long, long time. Putting pressure on him and heating up the ball is difficult. Miles Colvin, freshman number 5 for Purdue, into the game. He was on Connect, who missed the jumper and down with the games while you're learning about your teams. But that's the kind of field they've got this year. One thing that Mark Few has learned about his team is they can really guard. This is an what a stop-and-go move.
Being selfless by letting you do it is what's happening here. Yeah, and you guys are the former players, right? Oh, boy, Edey bats that away from Green. That's his 3rd. The arena. All the students are letting you know whose house, our house, whose house, our house.
Foul. Outside the arc in that second half when they really exploded. Minix working inside, pushes off Edey for a mid-range jumper. That's good.
Checks in for the first time for Purdue, making now 11 players. Purdue has played so far this first half. St. McCray over Edey.
That's something that Purdue has.
You know where to go. Uses the screen. Goes against the big man. Wow. How about that? Scoring over Zach Canada. They don't have the same energy that they started with when it was 8-8. And I guess that's kind of understandable. And a nice job there by Zaynoun.
Same kind of a play. What do you want to do if you're Edey? Ball loves to bounce. Traffic is heavy. Traffic is heavy.
Edey gets the block. New single-season record for assists in Purdue basketball history.
Wall trying to get the fouls off his head, too.
The rip move didn't work. Out of bounds.
The break, and Lance Jones always hunting those transition threes.
He scored on one of those in the first meeting. Now Wall, ring around the Edey for two.
Well, how good was he?
Wall loves to run him in circles like a game of tetherball. Now he's
just wheeling and dealing down here and just finds the way to sneak that thing up.
Here comes Mackey. Wall, a shimmy. Oh boy, it's windy.
A disappointing season. Cheddar inside, Reed over Edey. Reed and Edey. Good spin up and under, foul, no travel.
Purdue had scored in 8 of 10 possessions before those last couple empties. Abole called Edey a foul there.
Basketball, he'll get it back, and he lost it. We'll go inside for Mahaffey. Shot clock is under 5. Mahaffey over the top of Edey. No good. That's 7.
Payne gets a deep post touch. 2 defenders there. Got it back. Christie inside to Payne. Payne attacking Edey and scoring. That's a tough bucket.
When you know that Edey is looking to knock
to the basketball, he's a terrific perimeter shooter. Where? Baseline turn. Air ball. Down the lane. Sparks. Leads in. Contested by.
Wall. Is he going to challenge Edey? He hit the real Wall. For a moment. The power. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Wall isolation. Edey comes over. Feed it down low for Crowell.
There you go.
Langborg will drop it off underneath to Preston. Preston trying to get Edey going, and a whistle and a turnover.
That's the action that Northwestern.
Oh, and that's now 9 straight games against top 25 Big Ten teams with 20 points or more for Purdue. Martinelli got to that left-hand hook, but he left it short.
Going to be involved, and they go right to him, and there's the follow. Beautifully done by Austin Williams, who's got a lot of hops. Somebody that you felt going into today's
block, though. He's got to be aggressive.
Yeah, he's doubled. And there's Amori now. Over Edey, and he's rejected. But a foul. They got Zach with the arm.
I thought Davison shot that ball.
Hyatt from downtown. Ball's taken off the rim. And a slam flushed. Griffiths working on Lawyer. Bounce pass entry. Omori rejected by Edey. That was an easy one for him.
Mentally through this process of returning from the ACL, still trying to get back to 100% physically and up top in the head. And what move to squeeze it through by Reed.
That's clearly what
it may have taken me till 11.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Oh, Huffman Red swats it out of there.
He's been phenomenal as the post-trap man.
But bringing up himself, leading his team in scoring at 16.3 a game. Post touch, Ware could move Edey. No, nearly followed by Galloway.
On the offensive end of the court, calling for the basketball is Max.
Three-point land. Little post trap, and then you see that rotation.
So the paint, Mask would start offensively, and now an air ball to go.
3 and 4 sets of eyes every time he touches the ball.
Williams inside the Mask. That has been favorite philosophy. Williams drops it to Mask. Mask on Edey has not shied away from that, and this time Edey with another win on the
Cozart late in the top. It's being rejected by Zach Edey.
Miles Colgan, who can go finish at the basket, make cuts to the rim. It gives you an added dimension offensively.
Last year he redshirted with Cam Heide due to a foot.
Lead of the day. Bolo, the back end. Short. Love galloping the other way.
Put it up, Paulo, well short.
Good defense by Edey, just follow.
Shots in Jordan Gainey, but he's been quiet today. Lawyer was right with him on the catch on that throwback. Awaka over Edey. How about that? You have to make Lawyer to turn a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-2. Edey left hand. Great offensive rebound by James.
That corner cut is so difficult. If you turn your head and you're focused on the ball screen action out top, you're going to get dunked on.
And we haven't talked about Cameron Heidi very
Great for the Boilers, and that's the danger for Xavier. Good position by Usman against Edey. He buried him there.
He buried him.
Into the post it goes, Usman. Wheeling against Edey, and he just crawled it over the rim.
Excellent footwork that time.
The Makers to begin the year, and the lead is 13. Jones around Edey. Allen Spack has it slotted away by Edey.
Sylvan Wren only made 5 threes last year. On the offensive rebound, Stanford wants to go zone, and Purdue making them pay for it with some ball movement and some dribble.